Welcome back to Iron Fang Invasion, possibly the last session of Book 5, unless things go very badly for everyone. I was hoping to, I guess maybe naively hoping to finish the boss fight in one session, and that did not happen. But we'll see how this progresses. We've got a whole session of just combat. The first half has already gone by. You guys entered this chamber, started battle, and you already freed the hobgoblin she had under her control, who promptly left because he had really nothing to contribute in a ranged flying battle. But that left you pretty much with the four of you versus just Arlantia, as you were flying around or getting harassed by a spiritual ally and a wall of blades, as is Oran's current situation. Not a whole lot to say about the battle. Spells were flung both directions. The reason it took so long is because we had a heal spell go off. I mean, you guys did a heal spell too, to be fair, but when she had taken some damage, Arlantia cast a heal spell on herself and pretty much reset everything back. And at this point, it's looking like it might be a battle of attrition to see whose spells run out first. And let me just say, she's got a fair number of spells left. So we'll see how that goes. I believe we left off last time at the very beginning of round 13. So jumping right back into that, at the top of the round 13. So again, make sure you guys are tracking when your rounds per level buffs start going off. We have Kieran.
Oh, I'm not ready to go so soon. Alright, I guess just have to rinse and repeat like I was. So if I move here, I would be flanking, correct?
Yes.
With Gideon? Okay. So I'll leave flanking on, and I will make a bite attack at Arlantia. Let's hope our dice luck is better this week. A 39.
I mean, your dice luck was pretty good last week, too, in terms of, like, you might not have confirmed too often, but you got a lot of natural 20s when you were rolling. A 39 will hit.
So the damage on that is minimum 19.
All right.
And I believe that is all that I can do.
Okay. That brings us to Jessup.
I guess I'm going to, since Fire Courage is on for my Shadow Bard. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I had my Inspire Heroics on. Or no, I had Inspire Greatness. So yeah, I'll keep Inspire Greatness on. So I'll spend another round of that bad boy. And I'm actually going to, I think I'm just going to take a couple 4-round shots over here. So I'm going to use my swift action to pop Arcane Strike. And I think I'm in within 30. Yes. Point blank. Guess I'll just take 4 shots. Got 42, 31, 22, 31.
Okay, the 42 will hit.
All right. Take minimum 20 damage.
All right.
Oh, wait. There's more. 6 Sonic.
Doesn't look like the Sonic did anything.
You know, you don't have to be condescending about it. Then I will 5-foot flutter.
All right. That brings us to Oran, who is trapped.
I'm trapped
between the wall of this chamber, a wall of blades, and a spiritual ally that he can't damage.
I finished my spell.
Okay.
So that summons a celestial rock.
And where are you summoning him?
Like in this general area.
Okay.
And on level with her, obviously.
Right. Yep.
Okay, well, it gets 2 talons and a bite.
Okay. The rock goes to attack Arlantia, and then it recoils immediately as it tries to make bodily contact with her.
What?
I know what's happening here.
You probably know what's happening here.
Can I roll a sense motive?
Nope, spellcraft maybe.
I don't
Yeah, I'd allow a spellcraft.
I'll try
Or
that.
knowledge arcana, really? I don't know. Which would be more fitting.
Knowledge Arcana might be the one to identify active effects.
Would you want me to roll that? That's higher, technically.
Identify a spell effect that is in place is an Arcana, yes.
That's what got a 6.
So the DC is 20 plus the spell level. So Jessup with a 26, you are able to identify from this interaction that Arlantia most likely has a protection from good spell on. And the third effect of protection from good basically prevents the subject from being attacked by summoned good creatures.
Ah, nuts. Who would have seen it coming?
Arlantia.
I wouldn't have seen it coming, but I also have that protection from evil, and that's a very important thing to remember, is that evil summoned creatures don't bother.
Yep.
It's just summoned creatures, right? Not like player characters.
Correct, yeah. Otherwise, this would have been more interesting. So, Oran, anything else?
Sure. See, I will channel, and that'll be my turn, I guess.
I mean, do you have Dispel? You could try to get rid of the thingy that's chomping at your face.
I do have Dispel. That's not a bad... You know what? I'm going to save that for next round. Holy D6. Sticking with what I did. I don't know if any of you guys are within range of that.
Jessup's definitely within 30 feet of you.
You are. Everybody but Kieran.
Gets what?
29 HP. Wow, 3 1s. 2 6s, but 3 1s. That's rough.
Okay. After Oran's turn, we have Arlantia. So, first up, at the top of her turn, those of you within 30 feet, which I believe we established includes Jessup because he moved into point-blank shot range. So, Kieran, Gideon, Jessup, I guess technically the Rock, would all take 1 strength penalty. So that'll be stacking onto the strength penalty that you guys have been taking up to this point, as well as everybody will take 4 points of damage. So that is her aura going off at the start of her turn. I'll quickly do her summon as well before I forget about it. So he'll take his 3 attacks against you, Oran. First attack is a 35. Don't know if that hits or not with the buff gone. It does?
It does. Buff gone, yeah.
Okay. Second attack is a natural 19 critical threat with a 35. To confirm, probably not. A 33 to confirm.
No.
Okay. And then the final iterative is a 16, which is going to miss. So 2 normal hits is all. So you will take 8 and 12 points of force damage. So that will bypass any sort of DR you have, because this strikes as a force effect. So that's basically 20 points of just force damage. And that is the spiritual ally's turn. Now to Arlantia's actual turn.
Real quick, two questions I want to make sure of.
What?
On the note, I said going after Kieran, but I must have delayed then, so you got the initiative order all there on your side, correct?
Yeah, I don't see why it would have changed. You might have delayed. I don't have anything in the chat saying you delayed. I don't recall. You might have delayed waiting for Kieran to get into flanking.
I think that was the goal. So I think I might have meant to have attacked earlier, but maybe I got the timing off. Because when she was going to act, I was like, wait a minute, that defeats why I think I tried to delay.
Since she hasn't taken her turn yet, I can let you jump in real quick. I'll just move you right before her.
Okay. It's just going to be pretty straightforward. Divine Touch for 3d6 to heal up 8, and then a full round attack.
So 51, 30, 30, 44. So 2 of those will hit.
Okay. Dealing 23 and 25 damage.
Okay. So that is your turn. So now continuing on with Arlantia's turn, she is going to full withdraw. Actually, I guess she'll just do acrobatics because she can't full withdraw without provoking. So she'll just do acrobatics to not provoke. That is a 41 against all of your CMDs. I think
Success.
that works against everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So she is going to fly straight up 20 feet and then over at an angle about 40 feet to be... She is basically at the ceiling of this chamber at this point. She's as high up as she can really get now in the center area here, kind of away from you guys. And that was a double move for her. And I don't think there's anything she wants to do with swift action or anything. So I think that will be her turn. Top of round 14 now. Kieran, you are up again.
First up, I will do a lightning bolt at her. Actually, no, I'm going to do my breath weapon.
Okay.
So my twice per day supernatural breath ability. So
Alright,
it is
she
a
gets
reflex save. Yes.
That is a 33 reflex save.
Yeah, that beats my 22. So
she takes half damage.
half damage is 31 points of electricity damage.
Okay. It looks like the vast majority of that damage got dispersed.
Okay. All right. Good to know. And then I will fly to be in melee with her.
All right. Jessup, it is your turn.
All right, so Jessup is going to drop his performance and inspire greatness. So everybody with that, uncheck it, and then he will go back to inspire heroics on Oran again. And Jessup is going to... Am I technically outside of 30 feet out of her range then, Jason? Because I think I'm exactly, but with Pythagorean I should be out.
So you're 35 feet horizontally and probably about that much vertically as well. So yeah, you're well out of the range.
Okay, so I'm actually going to delay my turn.
Okay. Oran is right after Jessup. So Oran, do you want your rock to,
Listen, guy. You don't have to be that way. But yeah, I'll have it fly up.
Wait. How about your stone golem? You want your stone golem to do
Yeah.
anything?
Let's go ahead and we'll move him here. We'll have the rock fly up there.
No. I got it. Have the rock carry the stone golem so that he can finally fly up to her, and then he can start attacking.
Wait,
That'd be amazing.
Move the rock here so that we can have the boss between a rock and a hard place.
I would argue he could probably pick the stone golem up. He has a strength of 27 right now.
Then the stone golem could try to get some hits in.
That seems reasonable to me. Jason?
So a stone golem weighs a ton, like a literal ton.
Okay. What's 28 strength get you?
I think it's... Jason, do you know how much rocks weigh?
It says a stone golem is 9 feet tall and weighs around 2,000 pounds.
All right, what's 28 strength get you?
I'm looking it up right now.
Really?
Anyways.
He's two sizes larger than him, so I feel like he should be allowed to pick him up.
You said 28 strength?
Yeah.
27 now.
Well, 27 now.
Oh, okay. 27, it is the upper echelon of being able to do it, and it would put him at a heavy load.
Yeah, so that's not really going to work. Flying.
That seems fair. I don't see the issue here. It'll be a slow...
I mean, you can fly with a
ascent.
heavy load. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just if you take another strength damage...
Barely.
If you take another strength damage, you would no longer be able to carry it.
Can I fit here, Jason?
Yeah, just barely.
5 foot step back and dispel magic on this guy.
All right, you're doing it on the spiritual ally? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that.
Ha! Wow.
Ooh, a 22 is not going to do it.
What?
Unfortunately.
Come on.
So you cast Dispel Magic, but unfortunately the spiritual ally persists. Is there anything else?
No.
I don't know if you have any move equivalent actions.
No, I don't.
All right. That brings us to Gideon.
Who will fly up and over.
Yeah, I think you'll have to double move to catch up to her.
Do you think?
Yeah, what's your speed?
My fly speed is 60.
60. So she's vertically, so horizontally she's 40 feet, and then going upward she is 40 feet up as well. So
Quick maths, I could probably get below her, yeah?
below her, yeah, you could probably get below her.
So we'll do that or there, wherever you want me. Below her, but able to kind of take one attack up. Yeah, you'll let it work?
Sure.
Cool. Don't have flanking, but I do have got Vital Strike, baby. So, ooh.
Unfortunately,
Yikes,
a natural 235 will miss, though.
Oh, that's... Should have charged, I guess. Get 2 or more.
All right. That will bring us to the bottom of round 14, Arlantia's turn. She's going to cast a spell defensively, which again, I don't think this is high enough level for her to have to roll, but for the sake of it. Not a great roll, but that's easily enough to cast this spell defensively. She's going to cast Greater Dispel Magic. So that means she is able to dispel basically one spell per, is it 4 caster levels, I believe? So she has to roll her caster level check. Oh gosh, natural 19's got to do it. Gideon, what spells do you have active?
A lot. A lot. So I've got, let's see here. Divine Favor is a spell.
Okay.
Haste is a spell. Shared Wrath is a spell. Righteous Might is a spell. Paragon Surge is a spell. Hunter's Blessing is a spell. Shield of Law. And then I've also technically got Angelic Aspect.
Okay. She's going to target one in particular, and then the other ones can.
I wonder what that
random.
could be.
Probably the one that'll make me fall to the ground. Probably that one.
She's going to target, I believe it's Righteous Might that gives you the wings. So
No.
that is going to be what?
It's Angelic Aspect. And she would know
Angelic
that.
Aspect. Okay. So she's going to dispel Angelic Aspect, and the other ones I guess we can roll randomly. So if you could write relevant spells in the chat. So yeah, she would, being able to choose these. Angelic Aspect for sure. Shield of Law. I don't know how long some of these last, but she'd get rid of Righteous Might and, let's say, Shared Wrath. Martyr's Last Blessing probably would have been a better one, but I already said it.
Are you sure haste is a pretty good one?
She knows how long haste lasts.
No.
Does she know that Divine Favor has got 1 round left?
I didn't even read that far down.
Because Shield of Law has like 2 rounds left, so she's dispelling a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
that ends in,
that was gonna go away anyway. So Shield of Law is gone. Righteous Might is gone. Angelic Aspect is gone.
And then Shared Wrath. Yeah,
And-
so
oh, come on, man.
clearly-
I like that one.
clearly she had enough Knowledge Arcana to know what spells you had, but not enough to know that there was only 2 rounds left to some of them. So
Well, there's been a lot going on. Anyways, Gideon falls.
yes, so you fall 130 feet to the bottom of the
wait.
chamber. What? Huh?
Wait,
Huh?
we got...
Kieran
We got-
will
What happened?
immediate action feather fall.
Okay.
You do that defensively. You don't have to because it's an immediate action. But
Yeah.
Yay, Kieran!
all right.
Yay, way to
So
go,
the
Kieran.
creature falls slowly at a rate of 60 feet per round.
So I'm 60 feet down.
Yeah. So that until landing or 1 round per level. So it will go all the way till he's down there. But you're currently, what did I say, 130 feet down. So you are currently 70 feet in the air descending.
Yeah, so 2 more rounds before he can even act again. Well, he can cast spells, but he can't.
How much does Gideon weigh?
Oh yeah, you're small now, aren't you?
Well, he's medium.
Oh, yeah.
Small.
The rock grabs Gideon and carries him back up.
The rock could probably... I don't weigh that much. I weigh enough that a rock could carry me.
Yeah, good luck fighting with those penalties.
Come on.
Yeah, I got 182 weight and a load of 160-ish. So, yeah, he could definitely do it. I would just... I don't even know what penalty I would take. -2, -4 to attacks. Probably.
Oh yeah, and before I forget, Gideon, Kieran, and The Rock would have taken that aura.
You remembered. I was really hoping
So
you were
you
gonna
guys all take 2 points of damage and another strength penalty. So go ahead and throw that back on there. I don't know how much. That's got to be like 4 or 5 strength damage to some of you. So
4
that
now
up.
at this point. So
that was your standard action to cast that spell.
this is really not so good.
Yeah, it's not going great.
It was going okay, and now it's just bad.
The spiritual ally will walk up and do its full attack again.
It'll miss.
Natural 17, just barely not a threat, but that is a 38 to hit.
No, sirree, Bob.
It's going to miss and a miss. So that is its turn.
Yep.
Moving on. Top of round 15, we have Kieran. Kieran, you are up there with Arlantia. You see Gideon get small and begin descending as you cast your spell. He is 60 feet down from you now, and you're, like for the 4th time this fight, soloing the boss pretty much.
So I'm guessing that I don't get flanking because that bird doesn't technically threaten.
I'd say that's probably fair.
I'd say
Yeah.
that's probably true.
Yeah.
even if you argue that like the flanking is like, oh, it's a distracting presence, like she knows it can't hit her, so it's not
It
really
can't touch her,
distracting.
right? Somebody dispel that spell on her.
Kieran's starting to lose some of his buffs, and that's not going to bode well. But I will just try to full attack, I guess.
All right.
This is our last round of haste, I think.
Probably.
Okay.
If it was cast on the first round.
Alrighty. So then first bite is a 36.
36 will miss. Because I have the correct stat block now.
Second bite is a natural 2 with a 26 that misses.
Yikes, 26 will miss.
And then first claw is a 43.
43 will do it.
Second claw is a 37.
37 will do it. I'm sorry, no, 37 will miss. I misspoke. I don't know why I said that.
First wing is the 31. Second wing is the 33.
The one claw does hit.
And I am supposed to not count acid, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, don't worry about any acid.
All right, 18 points of damage then.
All right.
And I guess I'll stay where I'm at. That's my turn.
Next up is Jessup. Jessup, you too see Gideon descending regally from the air.
I like that addition. Regally. He's descending regally.
That's all that Gideon ever does is regal.
Is regal.
Oh no! Gideon is free falling. And then Jessup will move. So I will move in such a way that I am within 30 feet of Kieran and out of the aura. I'm assuming I can do that with Pythagoras.
Are you getting up to be like on their level, just 30 feet away horizontally?
No, I'll probably be under.
Okay, that's fine.
Over to work, yeah. So I don't know if it needs to be closer or whatever, but yeah, I'm assuming I'm going to be on like one step down from them.
Yeah, given the angle here, she's on the other side of Kieran, so you could be that. Yeah.
And then I will cast haste.
What?
Wow, we had a 2 haste castings this combat. That's unheard of.
So you can get yourself and Kieran.
Just me and Kieran. That's right. So Oran will have it for one more round, but
you could get yourself, Kieran, and the Rock. But I mean,
you know what?
The Rock's
I'm gonna.
not. Yeah.
Maybe he'll pick up a sword.
Sure.
Still can't touch him.
Yeah, it doesn't help. But
well, wishes do come true. Might as well.
Can the rock go through the blade barrier?
I mean, any of you can go through the blade barrier.
So can the rock go pick up Oran?
Go pick up Oran and carry him.
Yeah.
Through the
safety.
blades.
Yeah.
Through the blades.
I mean, it's not going to kill you, probably. Maybe it would. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's not going to kill you, probably.
I don't know your hit points.
Pretty low.
So, it's Jessup's turn, unless you got Swifties.
Yeah, I'm probably going to switch. So I'll do Inspire Greatness on Kieran and myself, because Oran, I would leave it on you, but it can only be within 30 feet. So, Kieran, you're going to roll your HP.
So plus 10, 17.
All right.
Okay, so yep, swift action, move action, standard action. I guess I'm done.
Okay. After Jessup, we have Oran.
If you acrobatics and you fail, you just get
Snacked.
So, in your case, since you're moving through the creature's square, if you fail, you actually just don't move.
Oh, well, I'm not going to do that. I'll just move. Can I just move through his square? Blah, 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 blah.
You would have to overrun or...
Yeah, you'd have to, like, overrun, bull rush, acrobatics. You can't just move through an enemy square if they're obstructing you. And in a spiritual... If this were a spiritual weapon, yes. But this is a spiritual ally, and it actually counts as a creature in your way.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was, like, incorporeal and...
It's a force effect. Force effects are not technically incorporeal. They are real effects, but yeah.
I'm going to try and do an acrobatics over him.
All right.
CMB, right?
Acrobatics is just a skill check. It's an acrobatics skill check.
If you wanted to roll your CMB against the CMD to overrun, you could do that, but that would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, because you don't have the improved overrun feat.
Then I'll cast defensively.
You can do that as well.
Dispel magic. I'm going to try to dispel magic again.
All right.
I don't have a ton of options.
Yeah, you are stuck in a bad spot. So
What do
casting
I need
dispel
to run
magic,
for that?
it would be a concentration check. The DC will be 21, I believe, for dispel magic.
Well, I don't think I can fail.
Yeah, with a modifier of 21, you actually can't fail. So 3rd level spells and below, you don't even have to roll.
Cool.
Fingers crossed, buddy.
Hey, that's pretty good.
roll. That's a good
pretty
roll.
solid. That's pretty solid.
33. That will beat the DC of Arlantia's spell. Dispel.
Get out of here.
You're telling me she's not a 20th level caster?
She is not, no.
I needed that.
Yeah, you did.
I'll take a tiny victory where I can get it.
All we've got are tiny victories, my guy.
Right?
I don't know if you've been watching this last 2 sessions. That's it. We're just tiny victories. No
Tiny
big ones.
victories. All right, that's. I can't move, right? Because casting defensively is both actions, right?
No, I think casting defensively is just a standard action. Am I wrong in thinking that? I don't think it's any special action to do that.
Oh, okay. Then I'll move up like right here.
All right. After Oran, we come to Gideon. I guess now would you fall another 60 feet? No, that was on Arlantia's turn. So you're in the process of falling the 60 feet still, basically.
Yeah, however you want to think about it.
Yeah, because the Featherfall was cast on Arlantia's turn, so the full 60 feet per round would not complete until Arlantia's turn starts up again, basically.
Yeah. And so I went ahead and I subtracted 30 from my max HP and 30 from my current HP, Jace, make sure that was the right thing to do, because I had a size bonus to Constitution thanks to Righteous Might, which would have
Size
gone
bonus of +4?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that would be, your hit dice twice. Yeah, so 30.
Hit dice twice. We're running out of things to do here, man. This is a moment of weakness. But before he falls all the way down, he'll go ahead and cast a buff spell. If you'll allow it for the range, it's a 50-foot burst centered on me. I think I can get at least Kieran, maybe?
I'll allow the 50 feet to reach Kieran since you haven't completed the 60-foot fall yet.
That was definitely DM territory.
Yeah, I think strictly rules as written, that's not how it works, but logically, that makes sense. So
just delay your turn so you don't fall as far, and then you move down.
I'm gonna hit him with Moment of Greatness.
Okay.
So that won't do anything except that if you receive a morale bonus, which I believe Wrath should be, once you can double that morale bonus.
Brandon, your zeal spell, your one zeal spell you always cast on Kieran, is that a morale bonus?
Unshakable zeal.
Unshakable zeal. I'm just curious if that's a morale
it-
bonus.
So you can just double that morale bonus as
It
well.
is a
So
morale
it'd be a
bonus.
plus. So you could get a +8 on, after an initial failed roll, you could choose to apply a +8. So when
Yeah.
it really goes, and that's 1 minute or per level or until discharge. So it should last the duration of this fight. But when that critical moment comes and you got to push all your luck on one attack, you can do that.
Yeah, so you can either use it on the Shared Wrath effect or wait for a moment when Unshakable Zeal is applied, and then you could double that one instead, either of those.
I think we've been playing Unshakable Zeal wrong then. So when I
Okay,
have Shared
what do you mean?
Wrath on, I should only get effectively a +1 on that next roll because I'm already getting a +3 morale to my melee attacks, and they wouldn't stack.
That would be correct. So let me just give Arlantia all her hit points back.
It'd be like a +5 if I were to double that one, or I would just get an additional +3 to hit and damage if I did the Shared Wrath.
Sure. Yes, +3 if you did Wrath. If you did Unshakable Zeal, it would be +5. Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Effectively. So that is Gideon's turn, presumably.
Yeah, because I can't move. He flounders.
Yeah. I think Featherfall allows you to. No, you have to have wings to glide, don't you?
Well, and I would normally have wings.
Yeah, but no. So that will bring us to Arlantia. At the top of Arlantia's turn, the Rock and Kieran take, what did I just roll? 2 damage and another strength penalty. Gideon, you gain one of your strength back.
Oh, that's
Jessup,
how
you
it
also
works.
gain one of your strength back.
Okay.
So that is at the top of her turn. She has no more spiritual ally. She's going to cast a spell. Oh, she cannot cast that spell defensively. Well, she has to roll for it. She can cast it defensively. She has to roll for it. And it's a touch spell. DC on that's got to be really high, though. She's got pretty good. I think she can make it. She's gonna risk it. She's gonna 5-foot step to be on the other side of Kieran so that the rock doesn't have a angle at which to attack her, just in case. And then she's going to cast a very high level spell defensively. Okay, that is 15 plus 16 is 31. She got a 37, so yes, she is good. Kieran. Oh, she has to do an attack roll. It is a touch spell. So, melee attack roll against you, Kieran, against your touch. That is a 31, I think. 33.
Yeah. My touch AC is 17.
Oh, my goodness, yes. So she does touch you. I need you to give me 2 fortitude saves.
Okay. First fortitude save is a 28, and the second is a natural 20 for a 34.
All right, wow. She casts this spell on you, and you can feel your wings begin to shrivel up somewhat. But you are able to resist the effect with your spellcraft.
27.
You are able to identify that she cast a wither limb spell, and she had attempted to wither one of your wings.
Oh.
Which would have prevented you from flying.
Oh.
Why she gotta be so rude like that?
But I passed or I didn't pass?
You did pass.
Oh, thank goodness. How would that work if she withered one of my form in the dragon wings? If I dismissed that spell and then I have the Kieran wings, what is that? What does that do?
It's the same wings. I would
What?
say.
What? If I don't have my armor and stuff on me right now, I think it's different wings. I've turned into a completely different creature.
I don't think it is. If you want that to be the case, then I'm reducing your fly speed forever when you do this spell.
No.
But you did resist it. It was actually a persistent wither limb spell, so it was an 8th level equivalent spell. So you had to roll twice, but actually both of your rolls succeeded. So that's actually her turn. She 5-foot stepped. She cast that spell, which did nothing. There's no spiritual ally. Her aura already went off, so that is her turn. Top of round 16. Kieran, it is your turn. You are still flying.
I'll just try to full attack again.
All right.
Man, that hurts though. This is going to be...
Yeah, the
Yikes.
longer you stay close to her, the worse it's going to get.
I don't have many options for
Surrendering
spells, though.
is always a good option.
I don't think I want to do that. All right, I'll just fish for crits, I guess. So first bite is a 38.
38 will hit exactly.
Hasted bite is a natural 20, but doesn't confirm with a 34.
Correct.
First claw is a 33.
33 misses.
All right, so I missed, so I will apply the moment of greatness on this next claw, so it'll be a plus
So this
5.
will be 5 higher than whatever you
No,
roll.
it'll be 8 now because I don't have wrath. So
Yeah.
it'll be 8.
Correct. Yes.
All right, so plus 8 to this roll, 42.
2. That'll
Yeah.
hit.
Okay.
It's 3.
First wing, 32. Second
That'll
wing,
not hit.
20.
20 will not
24.
hit.
But yeah. Or is that once? I can use that once per round. Is that how it works?
Moment of Greatness is once per spell. Yeah,
Well, no, I know Moment of Greatness is, but just Unshakable Zeal is every time I miss, isn't it? The
I
next one
believe
has.
so. Yes.
Okay, I got confused
so.
with that. Okay, so that is what, 2 bites and 1 claw? No, 2 bites. That's it. No, 2 bites
2
and 1 claw.
bites
'cause I
and
used-
1 claw because you used
Okay.
the boost. Yeah, so
Right.
3 hits.
Okay, so first bite damage is 20, second bite damage is 17, and then the claw damage is 17. Oh, and I guess I would have had to 5-foot step up to her. I know it's wonky
No, she
in the
5-foot
air, but
stepped like behind you, so you don't have to. You're within range of her.
Okay,
You
and
can
then
do that if you
16.
want to. But
Okay, and then 16 discordant voice, but it's sonic, so I
yeah,
don't
again,
know.
it seems like the sonic damage is being absorbed by some barrier around her.
I'm just rolling it. I don't care. I want to feel for it.
That was a good roll, though. 565. That was good. I think that is my turn.
All right, that brings us to Jessup.
I guess Jessup's going to try to full attack. He's within 30 feet of her now, right? Because she moved.
Now that she has moved, you're 30 feet horizontally, but You'd probably be just outside of 30 feet given the height difference because you didn't rise up to their height. You could 5-foot step in and easily be within 30 feet if you want to.
I'm not too concerned with point blank shot for that.
Okay.
But I will swift action Arcane Strike, and I will just full round message, probably.
We shall see.
39, 30, 19, 36. So the first one again?
The 39 will hit.
All right, so that's 17 plus 3 nothing damage.
All right. Very well.
I'm not moving.
Okay. Brings us to Oran. Oran, who is no longer harassed, but is still kind of on his own.
I'll begin casting a spell.
I feel like depending on what you're doing, I might have to whisper something to somebody so it doesn't sound like I'm cheating.
Go ahead, whisper it to me.
Do you want to? Okay. Do you want to know what my plan is? Can you guess what my plan is?
You probably can guess.
I was gonna summon a large air elemental and have it whirlwind and pick up Gideon.
Oh well, that's a thought.
So then you only get -2 to your attack rolls,
It's
and he
not
can
what
carry
my
you
thought
up.
was.
Oh,
That's not what my thought was. And also the -2 is just me joking. There's no rules for being carried while in the air and attack.
no. It specifically says you would have a -2 to your attack rolls, but otherwise he could carry you up to.
Wait, that's in the text for the elemental?
Yeah, for the whirlwind ability. It turns into a whirlwind. It would pick you up, carry you through the air, and then you'd take a -2. -4 on your dex, so your AC would be kind of crummy, but you get a -4 to dex and a -2 to attack rolls.
Yes, a creature's one or more size categories smaller than the whirlwind might take damage when caught in the whirlwind.
Yeah, so you
And maybe lifted into the
take
air.
damage. Yeah, because it would be a large elemental and you're a medium creature. So
Yeah, so it's a reflex save when it comes into contact with the whirlwind, or it takes damage as if hit by the slam. If it succeeds on the reflex save, it must also succeed on a second reflex save or be picked up bodily and held suspended in the powerful winds, automatically taking the indicated damage each round.
I didn't know how that would work when it's a friendly creature.
I think the damage would probably still occur because it's the winds whipping around. I don't know if you can do a whirlwind without dealing damage.
She used to do non-lethal.
We can get to that when we get to that.
I mean, or that, or I was gonna have her try and be picked up in the in the elemental's whirlwind.
Yeah. All right. So you begin casting a spell. That brings us to Gideon.
Who can't do anything but Bone Shaker.
Bone shaker.
So what's the range on that?
Medium. So we got
medium. Okay, you're
110 feet per level, so I
Yeah.
should be good.
Yeah, you're good. Do dryads have bones? Because she is a tree.
Okay.
I'm willing to field discussion.
Okay, that's fair.
I think he has to pass spell resistance first, though, right?
Yeah, you would anyways, but does Bone Shaker, does it allow for more leniency in how that is?
I don't think so, actually. By using a bone fetish like a marionette, you take control of a target creature's skeleton. So, does she have a skeleton? That's the question. And if the answer is no, then the answer is that spell would not work, which might be.
Funnily enough, it does not go too deep into the anatomy of dryads. The picture would, like, looking from her arm, it looks like she's just made of vines.
Or, by definition of a skeleton, an Oxford Dictionary is an internal or external framework of bone, cartilage, or other rigid material supporting or containing the body of an animal or plant.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap, crackle definitions!
Well, who am I to argue with the dictionary? You will still have to do spell resistance, though.
Yeah, I'll accept this. Okay. So I roll just a caster level check.
That is correct. Unless you have spell penetration, but I think only Kieran has that.
I do not. A 32.
32 will bypass spell resistance. So now she gets a fortitude save?
Yes.
All right.
I think that's correct.
Oh,
Wait.
gosh.
Yes.
It's a good thing her saves are so bad. That's a natural 2.
Oof.
All right, 27.
Okay. So she'll take this. Yeah, okay. I tried to program the effect. I don't know if it's going to calculate right. So just hover over the dice and make sure it looked good.
I
Else
plan
it
to.
should be 10d6. No, it does not work.
It's
Right,
10
so I'll
d6,
just
but
roll
it's adding your other modifiers onto it. So that would be 29 damage. Halved?
half.
All right. So that is not any sort of typed damage, so she doesn't have anything to mitigate that. So she takes that damage there. And is that your turn?
I guess I'll just suffer
Okay,
for a
Good.
move action.
that's what I wanted.
Swift action cry? Like, what more do you want from me?
Yeah. It is now Arlantia's turn again. So Gideon, at this point, you are officially 120 feet down. You are 10 feet from the floor. It's very close.
I'm waiting for my anime moment for when he gets real close to the floor, but then shoots back up.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
She is going to...
Before you do that, how much strength damage do I take?
You take another 1 strength damage, and, well, you and the rock take 1 strength damage, as well as 2 normal.
Do I gain strength?
Gideon and Jessup, you both gain back 1 of your strength penalties. Jessup, you might not have any anymore at this point. But
I think I only took 1. Maybe I took another, but strength.
yeah, so at
really
this point, you're
actually-
good. And Gideon, you get, like I said, you get 1 back this turn. But Kieran and the rock take 1, and then 2 actual damage. Arlantia is then going to 5-foot step back and is going to cast a spell at Kieran. Kieran, I will require you to give me a fortitude save.
30?
30. Okay, so you will not take the full brunt of this, as a bolt of dark energy comes from her hand. It is going to be a ranged touch attack. I forgot to roll that 1 second. She pretty much never misses these because touch AC is so high. Even with a bad roll, that's going to be 20-something. So let me continue reading what the spell was. So a bolt of dark energy comes out and strikes you. It ignores concealment. I don't know if you had concealment. If you hit the target, it takes some damage. Half of it is cold damage, half of it is negative energy. It expands and covers the target, rendering them blind for the duration of the spell. A successful fortitude halves the damage and negates the blind. So you will just take half of this damage instead.
Kieran has been hit by so much negative energy stuff this fight.
Yeah. So since that is only half, you will take 28 points of cold negative energy damage.
He shivers.
And that will be her turn. Let me mark off Umbral Strike. Now that I think about it, that could have been really useful against Gideon just to kick a dead horse, but...
Great, thanks. Really appreciate this.
Yeah.
Enjoying the session a lot, honestly.
Yeah, I know. Top of round 17, we're back to Kieran.
Okay. I will 5-foot fly and full attack. So, first bite attack is a 42.
42 will hit.
Second bite attack, hasted bite, is a 38.
38 will hit.
First claw is a 34.
34 will miss.
Second claw with a +4 is a 40.
That'll hit.
First wing is a 36.
That'll miss.
Second wing is a natural 20 with a natural 20 to confirm.
Do
Nice.
it. Please,
Come on,
please.
Roll it!
A 14.
Ah. Still though.
That is the second time just this fight that you have done back
I
to
know.
back natural 20s.
Well, I mean, my rolls this were natural 19, 15, 11, 13, 18, 20, 20. So, yeah, the dice have been in my favor this fight.
I love how we've collectively decided to make a very good thing, a crit confirmed with a crit, sometimes have a tinge of disappointment when there's not.
Right.
There's no reason to make us feel bad about something great, but instead we said, let's do
Well,
that.
you do when you have to roll a percentile die.
Yeah, roll me a d100.
Oh, right. And remember last time I rolled like 2 and like 7 or like 14?
No, I think you
No,
rolled 25 exactly.
I
like
did,
twice.
yeah. 92.
Yay!
All right.
Now imagine if I rolled that on a teleport.
Yeah, funny.
And they're done
And they're
that.
done that.
Yeah.
So with that, you get 1, 2, 3 hits and a critical.
All right, so 2 bites, a claw, and a crit claw, right?
Yes, crit wing should be.
Oh, crit wing. You're right. Yep, okay. So first bite attack is 15 damage. Second bite attack, 14 damage. First wing is 18 damage.
Should only
And-
be 1 wing.
I
It
know.
was a bite, claw, and then the wing was a crit.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, I thought you said first wing just now.
I may have said that, but I know in my head what I was doing.
Okay.
She meant claw. She said wing, but she clicked claw.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, because the other claw missed, so just the crit wing left, which is 31.
Okay, and the claw did how much?
The claw did 18.
Okay. And the wing did 31, no acid on that. Okay.
No acid on that. Yep. And that's my turn. I kind of wanted. Well, should I do it? It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
I don't know.
I'm gonna do it just to be funny. Oh, but it's a ranged touch attack, so I would have had to do it before I 5-foot flew up.
I mean, you could do it now. You just provoke because it's a ranged attack.
It would have been. I was gonna do a quickened cantrip,
Oh, God.
but it's dumb, so I'm not going to.
All right.
I like your headspace though. You're like, yes, DPS goblin. How do I do it?
I mean, I can't. I don't have any 5th or 6th level spells, so I can't do anything more than a quickened cantrip.
Yeah. All right. After Kieran's turn, brings us to Jessup.
Kieran still has mirror images on, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Against you, they would, yes.
Yes, against me. So yes, that's preventing me from wanting to cast.
That's a question though. If you have true seeing and you always strike me, you wouldn't dispel images hitting, right? Like you would never dispel.
I wouldn't think so, because you're never hitting an image.
That's true. Okay, sorry, dumb question. Carry on.
What Kieran meant to say is they're all popped. What a shame.
Yeah, you just get rid of those.
Okay. Jessup is gonna just attack, I suppose.
All right.
Keep the pressure on. Maybe we could do another 17 damage. Hold your horses, pals.
Go, Jessup Ranger.
All right, the last one. 33, crap. 34, crap. 21, super crap. 42. That's some good
42
crap.
will hit.
16 damage. Ooh, man, so lackluster.
Let's go, Jessup, go.
Yeah, joke's on you, though. Every time you hit her with an arrow, the wood from the arrow shaft heals her.
Oh, no! Can I roll a heal check to determine
That's where her
that?
fast healing's been coming from this whole time. It's just the arrows.
Yes, I'm healing her with. I rolled a 9 heal. I say that sounds legit to me. So, yeah, I didn't call it, but I had arcane strikes marked, so I just would have done my swifty for that shot, and I'm done. So.
Okay. All right, Jessup. We're moving on to Oran.
I'm glad Oran's not dead. I was really worried there for a moment that he definitely was gonna die.
I mean, basically useless though. He'll
I know that feeling.
spell. Yeah, large air elemental. He's not going to pick up Gideon because I read that it takes. He can only maintain the whirlwind for like 1 round per 2-hit die.
Yeah, it doesn't last very long.
It doesn't last very long, so we're just not going to do that at all.
I don't think I have a token for an air elemental.
But we're going to summon one regardless and get it as close. How high up is she? Like off the ground?
From where you are, she is about 70 feet in the air because she's like at the ceiling.
So just somewhere nearby her, and then obviously it'll have to move up. It'll have to use a move to get close to her.
Okay,
Then
yeah,
it-
so it summons, moves up.
Yeah,
Right.
and then it should be able to try to do some slams.
We'll do 1 slam.
It'll do a slam. It probably won't hit because I think it has to do a natural 20 to hit.
It might, yeah. Yeah, 32 will miss. It will have to do a natural 20 to hit.
But it is now threatening, so
That's true.
flanking. So it would be a 34. Still
It's
probably
true.
misses.
Yeah, still misses. But yeah.
And then I guess Oran will channel. Yeah, channel.
All
'Cause
right.
Well, he's not going to channel. He's going to use a heal spell because he's by his lonesome down there. He'll be fine.
Okay. That brings us to Gideon. At this point, you're basically on the ground, essentially.
Bone shaker.
All right. Go ahead and roll spell
What am I gonna-
resistance again.
Laugh at me all you want. What am I gonna do? Walk back up there?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a spellcraft again. Not
I would
spellcraft,
appreciate
spell
if you said exoskeleton shaker, please.
Okay, I'll clarify when I go to cast it. First, I have to actually see if I do. I forgot about this part.
Ooh,
Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
18 is not going to get past spell resistance this time.
Take a quick look at my surroundings. Is there any way to climb up? Does anything look walk-upable from down here? Like, I see this, like, and you see this edge on the left-hand side. I'm down in the bottom right corner now.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm about here now. Right. Yeah. Is there any climbing to here that's in the capacity of one such as Gideon?
If you try to climb in the direction that Oran is, you have almost no chance of making that ascent. The other direction is a little bit less steep and could be doable, but it would require you moving to the entire other edge of the arena.
And back.
And back, yes, technically that's true.
I mean,
you're hasted. No, you're not. You're not hasted.
I'll move 20 feet that way.
Okay.
It's a move action. Think about running on my next turn.
Yeah, don't forget that there is a pool of acid at the very center of the floor there, so you'll have to choose where you... you can run through the pool if you like.
I can go around it.
You can go around it. I'm just giving you have the option to run through it, too.
I really appreciate you looking out for me and making sure that I'm aware of all of the options that I have available, but I'm not going to take that option. But okay, I appreciate...
We'll revisit it next round.
We can table it. Yeah, that's fair. We can table it.
Is that your turn then?
Yeah, we're done. I think we're done here.
That brings us back to Arlantia then. Arlantia is going to start... She's just going to start going through some of these spells now.
Might as well.
Yeah, what else are you going to do?
So she's going to cast a spell defensively. Doesn't have to roll for this one, but it does require a melee touch attack against Gideon. Not Gideon, because that would be ridiculous. Against Kieran.
Would you like me to take strength stuff first?
Yeah, -1 strength for me also, or +1 strength, I guess.
You get +1 strength, yes. And then Kieran takes 1 strength. The elemental, I guess, technically takes 1 strength. The rock takes another strength, and then all 3 of you take 6 damage this time. So again, back to that touch attack. It is like 27 or something, so that will touch. Kieran, give me a good old fortitude save again. These are all fortitude saves, I'm realizing.
Yeah. 26.
26 will pass. It is a partial, so you will still take...
I would like to spellcraft that with a 28.
28. As you take 27 points of damage, you realize that you've been hit by a slay living spell.
Good grief. The amount of death spells that are being cast on me this combat is crazy.
Yeah, as functionally the goddess of decay and death. Yeah. That's about right.
Nuts.
All right, that was her standard. She will acrobatics to move over here. So let's get the acrobatics check up in here. Natural 20. That would have been awesome for any other roll, but that will easily bypass your CMDs if all the other ones were. So she'll just move casually over there a little bit.
I don't think she should have had access to heal.
Oh, you want a little behind the scenes thing? I slightly modified her spell list because the book gave her 2 heals.
What?
So you guys could have been looking forward to her doing another full health. So that was Arlantia's turn, right? So that would bring us to the top of round 18. We're back up to Kieran.
Okay. I am going to cast let's see. I want to fly. If I cast a lightning bolt at her, it's not going to hit Oran, right?
No way. You could move in such a way that it could, but no.
If you think I've been that useless, go for it. Put me out of my misery.
He's like 40 feet below you.
Okay, so with my Cloak of Long Shadow, I remember we talked about this. It acts like the lesser elemental metamagic feat. That still means I have to spend a round to cast it, right?
No, we talked about this, and I'm pretty sure that activating the cloak is a swift action. I think the last time we did it, you should not have been able to do it because you were pairing it with another swift action. But if you're just using the cloak, it should be fine. Because I'm pretty sure I had it where each of the items you got was activated functionally by a swift action.
Okay.
Except
I just
for,
get
I think,
confused.
Gideon's, because it was the actual spell that he was casting.
Except for Gideon's. Yep. I'm glad you said it so I didn't have to come across like I was complaining about nothing again.
Okay, then I'm going to cast a lightning bolt, but I'm going to change the damage type to be cold damage.
Okay, so you are not going to cast a lightning bolt.
I'm going to cast a cold bolt.
Also, I would like to point out, since, the Knowledge Arcana goes both ways, you could also roll a Knowledge Arcana to see if she has any resistance spells on. That's always an option you have.
Okay, I guess I could do that. I always forget that's an option. A 27?
Okay, 27. You are able to identify that she has resist energy cold. And I would say that you are perfectly aware that earlier in the fight, I know it's been a week, so I'll remind you, earlier in the fight, you've cast Fire Scorching Rays, which seemed to do full damage.
But then I also cast the Dragon Breath, which didn't do full damage, so with a 40 Arcana, can I tell if she has electricity resist on?
I don't think you can roll it multiple times.
I can roll it as many times as I want to.
In a row.
I should just get it all,
You can tell just by observing the situation that she's been able to resist acid and sonic and electricity, and you know via your roll that she has cold resistance.
Alright, so I could change it to be a firebolt.
Yeah, so you're casting a firing bolt.
A firing bolt.
So that'll give me a spell resistance.
Okay, and then before I do that, so the elemental spell metamagic feat is a 1 level increase, so I would have to increase the level of this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so reflex save. Actually, sorry, spell resistance with a +4. 20. So it doesn't even matter.
20 is not going to get past spell
Natural
resistance.
4.
Unfortunately.
And then I will move to be in melee with her.
All right. After Kieran, it is Jessup.
Jessup's going to swift action start a performance. We'll go Inspire Heroics on Kieran.
All right. I would like to ask, how long does Shadow Bard last? It seems like it's rounds per level, and we're on round 18. Is that still ongoing?
I think it was hours per level last time I checked. Let me confirm.
Oh, gosh, no.
I think it was days per level, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's 1 round per level. That's probably gone.
I imagine you cast it within the first 3 rounds, but I just don't know.
I want to say it was probably round 2.
Yeah.
I would have done haste first, so it probably should have went out last round. But I'll just restart it now, and there's no questions.
All right, so you restart Shadow Bard. Still doing Inspire Courage?
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
so I'm going to do Inspire Courage, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fly here. I'm probably going to be within Arlantia's 30-foot radius, but I'll fly over yonder.
All right.
Yonder, and
Sounds good.
Good.
All right. After Jessup, it goes back to Oran.
Oran begins the honorable
Seppuku.
seppuku. Begins preparing the honorable seppuku. The air elemental will move there.
Okay.
And it'll take an attack. Come on, nat 20. Come on, nat 20. Yeah, nope.
Nat 7. It's gonna miss.
And then Oran's gonna begin reciting the thingy again.
So full round action.
Yeah. What is that roll again?
I think she gets us a will save. A DC 28.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was actually really close. That's actually a 29.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, I think we determined she has to roll like what, a 2 or less?
A 2
One or two.
less. 1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Still, that ain't bad.
Yep. A bad roll, but her save's
Yeah.
really good.
Then that'll be his turn, I guess.
All right. After Oran, it is Gideon.
So I did it all. Even if I make it all the way up there, doesn't accomplish anything. Further, it's probably difficult terrain back here, so I probably only made it 10 feet. I moved back those 10 feet.
At the base, I don't recall it saying anything about it being difficult terrain at the bottom.
Okay, well, even still, I get up here and then do what? Stand on the side like the stone golem? We'll just continue as Oran has. Struggle, even if the percentage is not very high.
Okay.
Bone shaker.
He's like, why doesn't she have bones? Go ahead and roll spell resistance. I'll roll my save just in case.
Nope.
Okay. I'll save that natural 19 for a rainy day.
Nope. Oh, sorry. I misclicked that, but we'll just take that for the next one. If you save your 19 for a rainy day, I'll save my caster level check for the next turn. I mess with fate.
That's your, you gonna move it all?
No, you just... Can you just, like, give up and just fall
If you want to. Yeah, if you want
face
to.
first onto the ground? Just go completely prone.
Yeah, that's actually a free action. Moving on to Arlantia. Oh, I had a thing though. Oh, yes, I was going to have her cast the spell that I genuinely, honestly did not think she was ever going to cast in this combat. I didn't think it was ever going to come up. I just didn't see it coming. But she is going to cast defensively the spell Dismissal, which forces an extraplanar creature back to its proper plane if it fails a will save. So the air elemental will have to give me a will save.
Okay. Let's see. Its will is +2. Wow, terrible.
gosh.
Worst freaking save it has.
Guess
1
what?
feet.
It's going back.
Yeah.
It's going home. What?
Wow.
Okay. Okay, it's sticking around.
On the only roll that it could have possibly passed, a natural 20, it will resist the dismissal spell by a 5% chance.
In your face.
If he rolls 2 more 20s in a row, does it mean it lasts here forever? It never dismiss any longer?
It becomes a native outsider.
I forget. Do saves work like attack rolls though? Like, do they
Yes.
auto succeed or do they
Natural
fail
ones
anyway?
always fail. Natural 20s always succeed on a saving throw.
Nice. Well done, man.
Yay!
So, however, Kieran and the air elemental will take 1 more point of strength damage, and another 1 damage, and Jessup.
Okay, I'll say I think Jessup's in range.
Get
So
it.
I have a question.
Okay,
This is technically like a demi-plane that we're in, isn't it?
it's halfway there.
Oh, like, because I thought she was going to cast Dismissal on me and I was going to get bamfed somewhere.
No.
We found out.
That wouldn't work.
Find out you've been a Malthuni outsider this whole time.
Yeah, that's right.
Essentially, it is close enough. So the planar influence here is strong enough that you can't teleport, but it is not strong enough that, like, plane shift and such wouldn't work.
I see. Okay.
So I guess having surprisingly not dismissed the air elemental,
Yeah, I hope she feels bad about herself now.
Yeah, a
'cause
little
she
bit.
should. Yeah.
she will just fast heal a little bit and acrobatics a little bit. That's not a great one though. That's only a 28. It's a bad roll.
Oh, my CMD is 35.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know what an air elemental CMD is. I can't imagine it's great.
31.
Oh, 31, that's not too bad. So actually both of you would get attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, come on, nat 20.
Well, here's the kicker is my bite is real low now. 34.
Both of those will miss.
Do you still get the flanking?
Should that be a 38?
No.
Because you missed your final attack last round?
But also, actually, I think her final attack last round was the double 20.
You're right.
So
Well, technically, she missed on the last nat 20. She was trying to roll to
yeah,
insta
that's
kill
not,
you.
that's not how that works. All right, top of round 19, Kieran.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm in a conundrum because my attack bonuses have gotten so bad that it's becoming very difficult to hit.
Yeah, they're pretty bad at this point, I'm sure.
But it also stinks because if she has fast healing and I don't attack, she's just gonna heal back up. So,
Might I ask how much strength damage you've taken?
11.
11? And you've been in
Yeah.
that every round, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I could try to dispel the blade barrier, but I don't think Oran. You probably can't do anything if it's gone, can you?
No.
Yeah, just cast Airwalk. Every cleric prepares Airwalk.
Yeah, it's kind of a cleric staple.
Wow.
Jeez.
Also, hang on a minute. Also, Oren's whole shtick is that he's Earth. He summons Earth elementals. He turns into an Earth elemental.
Who's this guy?
Why
Who's
would he have Airwalk?
What's this air elemental doing?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's situational. Don't worry about it.
So we're not attacking you as a player. We're not attacking Oran as a character. We're just saying that clerics have it on their spell.
Yeah, but you remember Oran, though. He would do it because like a bird in the hand is worth a rock in the air or something like that. You would have done it.
A bird in the hand is worth a rock in the air.
Worth a rock in the air.
Very Oran, very on brand for Oran level statements.
Yep. Checks out.
Okay, so how far up in the air am I?
If you're equal to her in height, then you are currently, what was it? She was like
130, 120, somewhere in there.
So yeah, at this point she went down a little bit, so you're probably 120 feet from the floor. She only went down a couple more feet.
So even with my hasted movement, I probably couldn't reach Gideon, could I?
Sure you could if he's only 120 feet down. Don't you have 120 feet fly?
I do, but isn't that straight down? He's like over. Hypotenuse?
Yeah, you move at double speed when you're descending.
Oh.
You move at half speed when you fly straight up, and you move at double speed when you fly straight down.
Okay. All right. I will fly down to Gideon. I will touch him on the shoulder. I'll cast Fly on him.
Wow.
See what you can do, buddy.
All right.
That's my
that
turn.
works.
Arlantia casts Dispel Magic on Flyness.
Yeah. So you have a fly speed of 40 feet because you're in heavy armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's something in here. You gain a bonus on your fly checks equal to 6.
Okay.
So, for what it's worth. And that will be my turn.
All right. Cool. Jessup, you are next.
I guess Jessup is going to... He's going to move to be, I guess, below the rock? Whatever.
Okay.
Be within range to just shoot. Pew pew.
Sure. Yeah.
So Jessup will fly to be within 30 feet. So yes, I know.
Okay.
Point blank, arcane strike. And he's going to use another performance. He's going to keep that on Kieran. Free action.
Okay. I don't know if you were here for it. Kieran flew straight down to be next to Gideon, if that matters to you.
Oh, it would. I did miss that.
Yeah, he flew down and cast Fly on Gideon, so he's way below you.
Oh, well, crap. I don't think Jessup can get down that fast.
You descend at double speed when you're going straight down.
Can Jessup double move down?
Yeah, if you want to.
So I can double move down at double speed?
And you're
Basically, yeah.
hasted.
And you're hasted. You might not
At
even
massive
need it.
speed. Jessup plummets face first into the ground. Yeah, so Jessup's just going to go straight down then, I guess, to be on equal footing as them. Maybe
Okay.
we'll get her to follow us.
Your fly speed?
I think it's 50 if I have it right.
Is that with haste included or no?
I think so.
So you have the actual Fly spell, yeah?
I used a potion of fly,
Yeah.
correct.
So that gives you 30-foot fly, 40-foot fly speed. 30-foot fly speed, I think.
Well, it's either 60 or it's 40 if you wear medium or heavy armor. Or if you have a medium or heavy load.
Well, you're including haste. I wasn't including haste.
No.
I wasn't including-
No. It's 60 feet or it's 40 feet with fly.
Oh, Fly. Oh, well, that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
And I don't think Jessup has medium or heavy armor.
But I think he has a medium or heavy load.
He might.
Yeah, Jessup's fat.
So you have a 40 fly speed.
40, and then haste would increase it
To 70.
70. So you could plummet straight down and get to them in one move, technically.
So I could take one shot at her and then dive down?
Sure, if you want to do that.
Okay, I will attempt to do that, I guess. I'll still, swift action, arcane strike. I'll take off point blank because I'm not within range, I don't believe. And then I guess I'll just take one pop shot and then dive?
All right.
Well, the nat 5 for 30 ain't gonna certainly do it.
30 ain't gonna do it.
All right, well, just, I guess, flies down.
All right. That brings us to Oran, who's having a swell time summoning buddies.
Air elemental fly up to her.
Sure.
And let's see, nat 20, come on.
I think you've already expended the elementals nat 20.
Nuts.
28 will miss.
And then Oran.
Come join us on the ground.
Okay, I'm on my way. He'll cast Elemental Body
Okay.
Ooh.
to turn into the big earth elemental.
All right.
If you went air elemental, you could fly.
I think he can
I'm not
only
allowed.
do Earth Elemental.
Yeah, I'm only allowed to do earth elemental because it's a domain spell.
That's unfortunate.
Earth domain spell.
Don't you be
All right.
putting mustaches on him, Brandon.
He's already got one.
He's already got one. You can't add an additional one. Just look foolish.
All right.
And then I'll just burrow down towards
Okay.
the ground.
You start going through the earth around the roots around you. Okay. That brings us to Gideon. You now have a fly speed, but you are still very far down.
I asked you a question about whether a spell will succeed.
I'm sure you did. I'm not 100% sure, but probably, so I'll allow it.
Okay. As iron sharpens iron, Kieran, we will both be back in this fight. And he'll cast Purify Body, which will get rid of all of your strength damage that you were suffering. You no longer suffer that.
Does that count? Because it's penalty and not damage?
Yeah, I'm ruling that since penalties act as damage, that for this purpose they will act as damage.
And so he has chosen Benevolence. Go ahead and give yourself 28 health as well. You're welcome. I do what I can. Okay.
Whoa.
Like I trying here, straight
Thank
trying
you.
all the time.
My strength was getting down to what the commoners are. I was at a 21 strength, so let's not have
Is
that.
Is that all?
That's, that's
21?
embarrassing.
I know, right?
I wouldn't
You're
show it.
as strong as me.
I like to think that when Kieran went down and put like his dragon claw on Gideon's shoulder to cast fly, Gideon took that same arm and then put it on Kieran's shoulder. So they're doing that thing where they're both...
Yeah. They're shoulder brothers. They're
Brothers in
broskies.
arms.
So Gideon gets a fly speed and Kieran no longer has strength damage.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and move up a good 40. I guess, yeah, we'll go up 40 to start. I thought about restarting an invocation, but buddy, I gotta be in the fight for it to even matter, so let's hold off on
Technically,
that.
you can only go up 35 if your speed is 70, because moving straight up is half speed, and technically that would also require a fly check.
Well, so levels of technicality, be that as they are, Gideon lacks the ability to pass said fly check. I think the DC isn't that high, but he's not so... Yeah, he ain't so good at flying. Further, however, you can ascend at less than a 45-degree angle, 45 or less, I should specify, and not need to take said check. So he will go 20 feet.
He's just gonna serpentine up.
Yeah,
fly over
into
here, fly over here.
a bit of a spiral over. So he's now 10 feet higher technically.
And Jessup, did you fly down next to them? No?
No, he did. He just forgot to
You
move.
flew straight down, but not to be
I thought
next
that's
to
what I
them
had to do.
horizontally.
Yeah, because I didn't know how far up we were again, so I just assumed double move down to be on the ground at least.
So descending at double speed, you could move 120 and you'd still have like 10 feet of movement or so left if you wanted to take that. But I was just curious because your token was still up there.
Yes.
All right. So that'll bring us to Arlantia's turn.
Yeah, Jessup's down here too, you say?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just stay where I'm at, 5 foot over there, and I will go ahead and do an invocation then. So, because if he takes off any shots, then they'll work. So
Okay.
I will do. I'm not going to do the destruction one. I'm going to do the one that says hit him real good though, and it increases their attack. I think it's justice. Yeah, justice. Oh, it's sacred, which won't stack. So yeah, sorry, I'm kidding. Destruction all along.
All right. As I said, that'll bring us back to Arlantia. Let's see how we want to do this. Arlantia is going to 5-foot step over here and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
No.
So a Spiritual Weapon appears next to Jessup. I'm not going to probably bother finding a token because it doesn't take up space or anything, honestly, and it can't flank or do anything. But it does get 3 attacks against Jessup at a little bit less damage than Spiritual Ally, but
Lies.
Oh, speaking of which, a natural 19 critical threat for a 40 to hit, though, to confirm.
But you have to
31.
roll against his spell resistance.
I do, yes. So, spell resistance, I forget what it is, but I'll just roll this and see.
That's like 30
Oh,
something.
gosh, that's got to be it. I rolled a 17 on the die.
Yeah.
So it's a 33.
Crap, he fooled my lies.
I did the math right, something like that. Yeah, so does a 31 confirm on that critical?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so that's one critical hit. The iterative is a 31 exactly. And the third hit misses. Is a miss.
I don't know if it makes a difference to you at all, Jason, but I do have displacements.
I don't know if a spiritual weapon has to roll mischance or not.
I'd say DM territory. I'd say it's a supernatural force. Oh,
Because it's not attacking with eyes.
No,
Like it doesn't have to
but
see you.
game balance wise for the weapon to bypass. Yeah, I'm good with it. I don't know, man. Do whatever you like.
What if the caster has true seeing, though? Because if you're the caster and you're directing the spiritual weapon and you have true seeing,
Right, then it. Well, that was my next point that I was gonna voice.
if she couldn't see through concealment, then I would probably rule it that way. But since she has true seeing and she cast it, I'm going to say that it bypasses concealment. So rolling the crit and normal damage. Spiritual weapon does not do quite as much. I believe it is a D8 plus that. So the crit will deal 15 points of force damage. It's not super damaging. And then the normal hit is another 10. So you take 24 total points of force damage that will bypass any sort of DR. That's her action to cast. That is this spiritual weapon. And then she... What? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Because it's force, does it go through the adamantine?
Yeah, it's a force effect, not a physical effect.
So I take it full. Okay.
Yep. She will descend about 20 feet in that direction, and she'll acrobatics just because she is within threatened range. That one is enough with a 31, which I believe was exactly the CMD of the air elemental. So, top of round 20. 2 minutes have passed in this combat. We're back to Kieran.
I don't think 22 minutes have passed.
I said 2 minutes.
Oh, I thought you said 22 minutes, and I was like...
No, I said we're on round 20. 2 minutes have passed.
All right, so I'm going to charge her.
Okay.
So I would lose Inspire Heroics, but I still have Inspire Courage. Okay. And then I think everything else is fine. Okay. With charging, I will get a +2, so I do have a buff for that. All right. Fly to be in melee, and bite attack is a 40.
A 40 will hit.
All right. Dealing 22 damage.
All right.
And that's my turn.
That brings us to Jessup.
Jessup.
It's me. Okay. I'm going to swift action. I'm going to put my Inspire Heroics on myself. And then just going to take some shots.
Probably outside your first range increment.
Oh, she's still that far up in the air?
Yeah, because she went 20 feet down, so she's like 100 feet up from the ground, and you're close to being on the ground, so she's at least 100 feet away.
Could I just spend a couple movements trying to get up closer to her and Kieran then?
Yeah, you could spend a move action to get closer. If your range income's 60, then you might have to double move.
That's fine. And then do I have to roll a fly check though?
If you're going like straight up, yes, but it's only a DC 10.
I mean, my fly check's not great, so I mean, if I could move it, even if it's an angle, just so I don't have to worry too much, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Is that something I can
That's
do
fine.
without having to roll fly? Okay. I mean, I don't know how far I can go. I mean, we could just say I had to like move over here as I'm flying upward.
That's fine. All right. Anything else?
No, double move swift. Good to go.
Okay. Brings us to Oran. Oran, you are burrowing.
I can't wait for him to pop out of the ground and realize nobody's on the ground level with him anymore.
Right.
So is that what you want to do? You want to pop out
Yeah.
down where they are? Okay, so you're down here. So you take a move action to burrow a little bit and pop out of the ground.
Booga booga. And then I guess the air elemental will continue to chase until she gets to the nat 20.
All right.
It will come. It
Nat
will not
1 will
this
come.
turn.
Yeah.
It will not come this turn. Next turn.
All right. Anything else?
No. I'm good.
All right. Brings us to Gideon. Gideon, you are still on the ground here. The others have started to ascend.
I will begin my great descent.
Oh,
Okay.
was Gideon on the ground?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, then I'll channel.
Okay.
I didn't realize he was on the ground.
So good. I'll start a climbing.
All right. So you climb.
I'm going to try to move straight up in the air 40 feet. So that'll be a double move, but it will require a fly check.
All right. DC 10.
I
7.
fail. Apparently, fate or God or whoever you want to blame does not care about my ideation.
I blame Sarah.
Okay, I accept that.
I don't know how it's her fault, but it's her fault.
I think probably you just lose that move action. Like an acrobatics check is my guess.
I like to imagine he goes to jump up in the air like Superman style and just immediately just re-lands on his feet. Like, do I really even have the ability to fly right now? Like, can I really fly?
Yeah, so I guess after his first failed check, he'll just turn up to 145 degrees, raise at a half.
145 degrees.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Yikes.
Can raise at half speed at an angle
Yes.
of 45. He'll start
Yes.
doing that.
Okay.
So he'll go up 10 feet.
That'll bring us back to Arlantia. She's going to cast another one of her bigger spells. Also, Kieran, you take 1 strength damage because you're back within her range.
I was also wrong. The flying maneuver to move up at a greater than 45 degree angle is a DC 20.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't have probably done that.
So Kieran, you take 4 points of damage as well. And then she's going to cast a spell on you, Kieran. Believe it or not, it's another fortitude save. This is a melee touch attack, though. Actually, I'll need 2 fortitude saves if this hits. Easily with a 11 on the die, plus all the modifiers in its touch. So she touches you with this spell. I need 2 fortitude saves.
Okay. First is a 30, second is a 19.
19 will fail against her persistent slay living.
I'm sure that's not so bad.
Jason, am I close enough to do saving finale?
What's the range of that?
25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels.
So she's 100 feet up, and Kieran's right next to her. You were on the ground, and you had to go at an angle, and you double moved. So you could probably, you wouldn't be that far behind them, to be honest. You'd be within range of that.
Okay, if you say I am, I would like to do that on one of Kieran's missed throws then, since I redid my stuff on myself.
Okay. What I'm trying to think of is how that interacts with a persistent spell.
Oh, I don't know. If I can't do it, just tell me, it's fine.
I'm sure you can do it. I just don't know how it interacts, because persistent spell is like every time you make a save against the spell, you have to make it twice and take the lower.
Oh, so if I make her re-roll that one, then feasibly she's rolling again?
I'm like, does the reroll have to be rolled twice? Because like I read up on this, and if the spell has multiple saves, you have to make each save multiple times and take the lower.
Wait, so wouldn't she have to fail the first one for the effect to take place and then do 2 saves?
You roll with disadvantage, basically.
My thought is I roll twice, take the lower. If that fails, then I can re-roll, but I'd almost feel like I have to re-roll twice again.
That's kind of where I'm leaning.
Well, I thought you would have to fail the first one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so a persistent spell, if it succeeds on its saving throw, it has to make another saving throw against the effect. If it fails the second saving throw, it suffers the full effects, as if it had failed the first saving throw.
So his would go off on the second one.
Right.
Yeah, but I still kind of feel like you'd have to re-roll 2 times again.
But it's only if I succeed, because I could fail, and then
Because
it's
that's the
a
other
moot
side.
point.
That's the other weird part about it is persistent spell only happens if you succeed on the first roll, but your effect only happens if you fail on the roll. But she's only failing on the roll after succeeding.
Right, but it doesn't clarify that. It just says fails a saving throw, any saving throw.
Yeah, I feel like I would just roll twice again.
Well, it's up to you. I think the verbiage of...
I'd argue you'd only roll
finale
once.
says
Yeah,
you allow the subject to immediately reroll the failed saving
the
throw.
failed save. Yeah, so it would be the
But think
second
about it this
one.
way: if she had failed the first roll and you had her re-roll it, she'd still have to roll twice. Because persistent spell would still make you roll twice.
She'd only have to roll once.
No.
Yeah, because she would have passed the first one.
No, if she had failed the first roll.
Right, and then he
Right.
used it. She would
If she had
re-roll.
failed the first roll, she wouldn't have to do persistent spell because she failed the first roll. But if he makes her re-roll it, she'd have to roll both times.
Correct.
Because if she succeeded, she'd have to re-roll it again.
Yeah, but that's not relevant to this roll, though.
But it's a total of 3 rolls. If she failed the first time, I made her re-roll. She rolls and passes. Then she's re-rolling a second time for the disadvantage for passing the first one.
I know, but every time you roll a save for a persistent spell, you have to roll twice.
No, because that's she's not rolling the first roll over. She's rolling the second roll over.
It doesn't matter. She's still rolling a saving throw for a persistent spell. And every time you roll a saving throw for a persistent spell, you have to roll twice.
But it doesn't restart because the way saving throw finale is written, it's not restarting the spell. It's just re-rolling the failed saving throw, which was the second saving throw in the spell.
You're
like, it doesn't
re-rolling.
restart.
It's a new saving throw.
It's a new saving throw for that specific saving throw, though, not restarting the spell over again.
I have changed my opinion to match Justin's now, Jason, because I think what they're saying is I passed the first one, failed the second one, saving finale, roll the second one. If I pass, it's like I passed the second one. It's like I rolled two saves on the persistent, so I would pass.
Correct. That is what I am arguing. And I understand what you're arguing, Jason. You're arguing that if he had used saving finale on the first saving throw, she would still have to roll the second one, which I agree, but that's not the situation.
Okay, for sake of time, we'll go with that. I still don't agree because I feel like that invalidates the purpose of a persistent spell. Because like if a spell had a saving, if it had a will save and a fortitude save, you're rolling both of those twice. Like, I don't care which side of that you're rolling. Anytime you're rolling a saving throw.
But that's not how saving finale is working. You're arguing it from the angle of the persistent spell.
Like
what we're arguing is from the angle of saving finale.
We'll save time. We'll go with the way you're saying it for now, and we'll look it up later. But
I see what the problem is. It's persistent meta magic is the rule that's in effect right now, is what you're saying.
Yes. So for the sake of time, we'll rule it this way, but I don't think it's correct.
Well, I'm going to probably fail anyway, so 19 again.
Right. We make that argument and she
So
failed.
well, I don't know why we spent all that time because
That's fair. We should have just made you roll it over again first.
I mean, thank you,
Trying to
Jessup.
prove her
Thank you
right.
for the second chance.
So, Kieran, from the persistent slay living, you will take 62 points of damage, and she will once again acrobatics a little bit over here, preventing full attacks. That is a 35, which I believe succeeds against the elemental. I think Kieran's was 30 something.
My CMD with charging is 34.
Okay, so she is able to acrobatics over there. Top of round 21, it is Kieran's turn.
Okay. All right, I guess I will fly up to attack her once with my dragon bite. So I did hit on the last bite. I did. Yes. Okay. So this bite is a 34.
34 will miss.
So next time I should get a +4 if I bite. That's my turn.
That brings us to Jessup.
I'm just restarting my performance, and then I'm going to delay.
Okay.
Inspired heroics of myself.
Okay, that brings us to Oran.
Air elemental.
Okay.
I'm gonna get that nat 20, but not this turn.
25 will miss.
How? She's still 100 feet up.
Correct.
Oh my goodness. I guess I'll just move like here, and that'll be my turn. I suppose. I don't really have a whole lot else I can do.
All right. That brings us from Oran to Gideon.
Who will double move 40 feet in the air because he has to go at half speed towards that location over there.
All right. And after Gideon, we come back to Arlantia. Arlantia will cast a spell on herself. So she will actually acrobatics first in order to get a little bit of space. Actually, she can cast this defensively, can't she? Yeah, she can just cast this defensively. So she's going to cast a spell on herself. Kieran, you can see as she does so, she begins to cough up blood a little bit, and some blood comes out of her eyes. And then she will acrobatics afterwards just to prevent full attacks. But that's a natural 19 for a 40-something. So that is easily enough to bypass CMDs. So that is her turn. Back to Kieran, round 22.
Can Jessup take his turn?
Sure, if you want to go.
I do. How far away am I from Kieran, would you say?
From Kieran, you double moved up, so you're how high now? 70 feet up, probably. He's 100 feet up, so he's 30 feet higher than you, and whatever the horizontal is there. So 30 by 30, so what is that, 42 feet away?
Works for me. Can I cast a spell on Kieran?
Sure.
Heroic Finale? So ceases my performance, and then Kieran gets a standard to move.
Okay.
Were you able to, did you start up a performance and seize it?
I swift actioned on my turn to start it, and then I delayed to give Kieran the move to get in full attack for his turn.
Okay, so I will move up to Arlantia.
Yep, and so then it would go to the top of the next round, and Kieran, it is your turn.
All right, well, see what we can do.
Go, Kieran! I did all I can.
I'm still gonna take a bit of good rolling. So here's the first bite.
We have +4.
So 34 plus the 4 from the last round is a 38.
Okay, a 38 will hit. Let me tell you what happens before you continue, because you might change what you do.
Oh no.
So as you bite into Arlantia, a spray of acidic blood spurts out from her body in your direction. So I need a reflex save.
Okay, reflex save is a 29.
Okay, so that does pass. So you only take 21 points of acid damage as her caustic blood is covering you. It spurts in a 10-foot line, but there's nobody behind you, so we'll just ignore that part. So you bite into her, so you do succeed in that regard, but as soon as you do, her blood kind of spurts out on top of you. That doesn't stop you from continuing your action. It's just that would happen right away, and so I wanted to let you know about it as you decide what to do.
Okay, all right, I'll keep going.
Okay.
Next bite is a miss with a 31.
31 will miss.
First claw is a 41.
41 will hit. Again, let me just make sure I'm reading the spell to make sure. It says anytime you take piercing or slashing damage. So, yes. Make another reflex save.
15.
15 will fail. So you take 50 points of acid damage this time.
How many?
50. And again, if you have any acid resistance, that applies here.
I don't. All right, I'm going to stop. So my bite damage is 22, and that claw damage is 19.
All right.
And then I'm going to 5-foot step back. And that is my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Oran.
Is she still flying?
Who, Arlantia? Yeah.
Air elemental. Get that nat 20. No. All right, that's my turn. I'm done.
All right. Brings us to Gideon, who's still making his pilgrimage. You're probably almost within range at this point.
Well, how high up was she?
She's 100 feet up.
Oh, only 100?
Yeah. She came down a little bit.
Okay. So I'm 50 feet up right now.
Okay, so you're close.
Charging would still only get me 40.
Correct.
And technically turning costs movement as well.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, unless you'll allow him to kind of do like a circle 40-foot spirally sort of ascent, then technically it costs movement. But I think you can turn it a 45 with a check.
Turn greater than 45 degrees by spending 5 feet of movement is a DC 15.
So in theory, he could have spiraled up then, in theory, by going at an angle less than 45.
Yes.
And kind of circled his way up. So he'll circle his way up 40 feet.
So now you're over here.
Yeah, to be about there. Yeah.
All right. That brings us from Gideon to Arlantia, as Jessup had delayed until after Arlantia's turn. So Arlantia on her turn is going to fly over to Jessup. Well, no. I'm going to roll a d4. A 1 or a 2, she goes after Jessup. A 3 or a 4, she goes after Kieran.
Not the air
1.
elemental?
No. So she is going to spend a move action with acrobatics. Natural 12 is enough. That's like a 34, and the air elemental only has a 31, so she's good. So she moves up to be adjacent to Jessup. I had forgotten the spiritual weapon for a couple turns, so I'll roll those. So first attack from spiritual weapon is a miss. Natural 20 to confirm it's a miss. So only 1 hit on the spiritual weapon. So you take 6 damage from the spiritual weapon. I believe this is the last round that her aura would kick in. So technically, before she moved, Kieran, you would take 1 more strength damage as well as 3 normal damage. But that is, her aura will then dissipate as it has been the full amount of rounds that it lasts. And then she will take 1 attack at Jessup. Just 1 normal melee attack at Jessup.
She'll never hit me.
Say 35?
That's actually pretty close. She does hit.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a great roll. So you will take... Are you good aligned?
Yes. I'm chaotic good.
All right, so I add some bonus damage to this. So you will take... Oh gosh, those are some good rolls. 27 points of damage. This is physical damage, so your DR will reduce this.
Okay, so reduced by 10.
Yes,
so I'll
17
take 17
damage. And then she will use as an immediate action the effect of her scimitar, and the wielder can cause the blighted life depicted. Okay, so the vines that make up the hilt of this scimitar spring forth around you. So these thorny vines embed into your wounds. You become entangled for 1d4 rounds and nauseated from the pain. So give me a fortitude save.
That's by far my best save. 22?
22 is exactly the DC. So,
yay!
So you are entangled for 2 rounds, but you are not nauseated.
Well, that's probably ideal.
And it's your turn.
I guess I'll just restart my performance, Inspire Heroics on... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to start up Inspire Competence.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
I'm going to give Fly. So everybody within 30 feet of me is going to get +6 to fly.
Will do. Earth Elemental can fly.
Oh, are you guys that far down now?
No, probably not.
Yeah, I was going to
It's
say.
only 30 feet, but
Yeah.
the 2 that are actually flying.
Yeah, it's not going to help you at all. It doesn't give you fly. I just give you the ability to think you can fly better if you could.
If I could fly.
If you could, but you can't.
Listen, my fly is
So-
only a -8, okay? It's no big deal.
Well, that's my turn. I don't think there's anything else I could do because I got a melee weapon. I can't cast spells. I'm good.
All right.
Turn's over.
Top of round 23, we are back up to Kieran. Oh, Kieran, by the way, the caustic blood that is still on you is currently eating away at your flesh. So after it contacts a creature or object, your acidic blood continues to burn that creature for 1 round, dealing 1d6 per 2 caster levels. A successful reflex save negates this additional damage. So give me another reflex save.
Okay, reflex is a natural 1.
Ooh, natural 1 is going to fail. So you take 25 points of acid damage.
So this is really bad. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I go unconscious and I'm going to fall like 100 feet.
No. You fall slowly.
I am flying with
Well,
wings.
she doesn't have the fly spell.
So I don't know. Was I 100 feet up?
Yeah, that's where she is.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't recall if you said you descended at all when you retreated, but you only did a 5-foot step, so you'd still be.
Yeah. So it's what, 10d6 fall damage?
Oh, before you go unconscious, could he immediate action do Featherfall on himself?
No, because I wasn't
No,
falling.
because he wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't start falling until he was unconscious.
No, you knew you were gonna be like, oh crap, this is
yeah.
gonna go downhill. Cast.
this is gonna kill me.
So you take 30 fall damage. So, Oran, as you're there on the ground as your Earth Elemental, you see Kieran plummet out of the sky and land in a sickening thud on the ground. It's
I'd
not looking
say,
good.
couldn't Oran catch him? But you're a rock too, bud.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably wouldn't go great.
Speaking of Oran, it is your turn because Kieran just went unconscious, so that his turn's kind of over. So Oran, it is your turn. You see Kieran fall to the ground, unconscious, and then likely dying shortly thereafter.
Can I do a heal check? Like, is he still alive?
Sure, give me a heal check. 27, he's dead.
Okay.
So you would have to do something that undeads him.
Please don't undead me. I don't want to be undead.
Oh, I was like, you don't want me to bring you back? That's complicated.
No, I just don't want to be undead.
Oh.
So raise, no, I'm sorry, not raise dead. Animate dead is cast.
No.
How do you dismiss a spell? Is that an action? What is that?
That is a standard action to dismiss.
Yeah, dismissing a spell is an action. Why do you want to dismiss the spell? Out of curiosity.
Technically, I don't think I can cast spells as an earth elemental.
I think you still can, because earth elementals can still speak.
They can, but do I have access to my components? Because doesn't it turn like my whole body and equipment into the body of an earth elemental? So like, do I still have
Fair
access? That's up to you.
point.
That is up to you. I am fine with it either way. What I had read online said that you can't cast spells as an earth elemental unless you have a special pouch.
Yeah, there's a pouch for it.
Lets you do it.
Yeah, there's a pouch for it, or the eschew materials.
I've got good news for you. Not every spell has got material components, so it's possible you can still do what you're trying to do.
Breath of life?
Verbal somatic.
Really?
There's nothing in that one.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, no material components. You're right. So I can breath of life him. All right, that's what I do. Well done, bud. Thank you, Josh.
it's like I read the spell books. in my
You
spare
got this.
time.
You're sitting next to somebody at the hospital, and you're like, let me just pull out ultimate magic and just read the spells.
And just read
So,
which ones have material
I
components.
know that you're being half facetious, but no, I have.
No, I'm fully aware that you do that on
Yeah, I've
occasion.
done that. Yeah,
'cause
I've
you have
made it
nothing else
through.
to do.
Yeah, no, the what's the ones? These ones, the cleric spell list. I got a pretty good grasp on. I'm trying to read up and study up on arcane. They're way more complicated.
For sure.
The arcane spells.
Yeah. So Oran is able to cast Breath of Life on Kieran, healing 38 points of damage. Kieran does not come to consciousness.
Kieran's last thought before he went unconscious was, finally, I can rest.
Can I tell if he's alive again?
You can tell that he begins breathing, but he is still
Okay.
unconscious. He was at minus. Yeah, I'll peel the curtain back because it's not that big a deal. He was at minus 40. So
Wait. Hold up. We have
What?
a problem.
what do we have?
I have mirror images.
Okay, so I'll swift action true seeing.
Oh, you have more than one use of that?
I have
I think it's 3 times per
per
day.
3 times
Oh,
per day.
Yeah.
thank Torag.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. You're good.
I had a feeling it was going to come up multiple times.
Yeah, Jason gave me the ring for a reason. All right, like there was a reason.
That thing Torag was. It sounded surprisingly genuine.
Right.
Oh, thanks. Praise Torag.
Listen, after the run-in with the hobgoblin bounty hunter, we need true seeing. But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Gideon, who is he had prepped himself for this turn, I believe.
I did. So, do you see my beautiful drawing up here?
I see so much stuff in that
Yeah.
chart. Yes.
Yeah. Do you see how he's been doing a nice little spiral up?
Yep.
Now he
I'm
charges.
sure that it is perfectly to scale.
No, well, that's not entirely accurate. But look, he's here now, and so he's gonna charge.
So you do that.
Yeah, he do that. Does a 30? No, it doesn't. Ah, it's so frustrating.
Sadly, a 37 will just miss. All right. After Gideon, we're back to Arlantia. Arlantia is going to full attack, starting with Jessup, and then she'll cycle around. Probably would be smart to do it in reverse, but we'll do it this way. First attack against Jessup is, believe it or not, a natural 20.
Oh, I don't think this is going to bode well.
To confirm
Hacks.
is I think that actually, no, because her divine power ran out as well, because she cast that and it's been a while since she did anything with it. She was expecting to get it to melee and then didn't quite get it to melee, and divine power is only, well, let me double check, because 1 round per level. It's not just 1 minute. I take it back. She still has it for another 2 rounds. So in that case, she gets exactly a 31, which I think misses, but it was close.
Nope, because I got rid of my Inspire Heroics.
Oh, snap.
So,
Yeah,
face.
I thought it was still a 33. So that will crit. Second attack is a 31, but not a crit. So that's a potential. So it's a crit and a hit.
Okay.
A miss and natural 19 plus 18 is 37. Potential critical hit on the last iterative. Didn't expect that.
Bring it. Jessup's got
Natural 1 to confirm.
HP.
Natural 1 to confirm. So 1 crit, 2 normal hits. So the crit does not double the unholy damage. So you take 36 points of damage.
No, I don't.
Take 26 points of damage.
You're darn right I do.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then the normal hit is another 8 points of damage. And she did not. She rolled a natural 1, right? So she did not confirm the other final hit. So the final hit is another 7 points of damage.
Oh, there was 3 hits?
Yeah, it was a crit, a hit, a miss, and then a failed crit.
Jessup may or may not be limp, being held up by that sword.
Oh, that's right. You don't fall because you're entangled by the sword. That's so stupid. Jessup is not falling, which may or may not be in his favor. We'll see how that works. So that's Arlantia's turn. Jessup, you are unconscious. Give me a Constitution check.
Okie dokie.
Kieran, you are stable, so we'll just
I have
skip
a question.
over you.
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
That
We have
could
questions.
be important. So
All
with
right.
stone skin, would that DR have worked against the ground when I fell? Would that have taken 10 points off of my fall damage?
I mean, it's not adamantine or it's adamantine. Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like fall damage isn't typed, but like it's bludgeoning damage, really. You know.
Yeah.
I'd say realistically, it probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That makes-
Do it.
I mean, that makes sense because like you'd be.
Yeah.
Like it's like because it's hitting your skin, and I mean
Sure.
you've got stone skin on, so that seems to make sense.
So then I am conscious.
You are conscious.
Yay! I'm conscious.
I
and
love
prone.
that technically she's never hit me with attacks that have affected stone skin at all. So I still got all 120 of my stone
Yeah,
skin.
she was
pool.
just spamming spells at you the whole time.
Just spells, man. Just spells and untyped damage.
Yep.
And so when you are rolling for when you're unconscious, what do you have to roll again? It's your Constitution?
So you have to hit a DC of 10 plus the negative number that you are. And
Is Jessup
it
unconscious?
is... Yeah, he is unconscious.
Oh, yeah.
And the roll is a D20 plus your con modifier. And if you fail, you lose 1 HP.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
So yeah, Oran, you're just down there. You had just healed Kieran, and then you like hear the dripping of blood to the side as blood starts coming from like 60 feet up or whatever they are.
It could be from Arlantia, you don't know.
Yeah.
Are they
So,
60 feet up? Is that how high they are?
I think Arlantia's 100 feet up, so because she hasn't Oh wait, no, Jessup, you were lower, so she would have had to descend getting to you. Is that correct?
Yeah, he wasn't
So
100 feet up.
I think they are now 70 feet up. At this
Yeah, I want
point.
to say it was 70.
So would she have had to have rolled acrobatics against me technically?
Sure, let me roll that. 40?
Yeah, you're
Even?
good.
Okay.
And she would have only gotten 1 attack instead of a full round attack.
No, that would have been the round before that round, which she already only did 1 attack on that round.
She's been by Jessup
Gotcha.
for 2 rounds.
Yeah,
So now we are still within 5 feet, all 3 of us, though. Well, 10
essentially.
feet. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So Jessup is unconscious, so we'll skip his turn, going to Kieran, who is actually not unconscious. Kieran, you have a turn.
Yay! So
Immediately
I-
charges back up, right?
yeah, right. Yeah, immediately. That would
It's
be
like- right back
cast
in the
heal
thick of it.
spell.
I don't
Yep,
have any left.
yep.
Cast another heal spell.
How far up is she?
She is 70 feet from the ground.
Well, that ain't gonna work. That one
You can
spell's
charge there.
not gonna work. No,
Yeah, you can
'Cause-
make it.
no, because I'm prone for one, so I would have to move to
Oh.
even just get up.
Yeah.
Do a lightning bolt. Jessup definitely has lightning protection.
So I will do my breath weapon again.
All right.
So I'm going to stand up from prone, and then I will do my breath weapon at Arlantia.
Okay.
So reflex save.
I will roll that reflex save. And I get a exactly... Oh, sorry, I was going to say exactly 30, but it's actually 31. So it'll be half damage, bringing that from a 48 damage to a 24 damage, which is absorbed by the resist electricity.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's
Oh,
okay.
shoot. I have totally been ignoring the fact that she has evasion this whole time. So for totally other crit reasons,
Oh my buddy.
I completely
Buddy,
missed
buddy.
evasion. So for separate reasons, she takes no damage from that reflex.
Would
save.
I have so I would have noticed that earlier on?
Yeah, you probably would have.
Okay.
I think she only took like 2 damage from the last time you did it anyways.
Because
but
I instead of doing this again, I would have cast a spell instead.
that's fine. I'll let you do that.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a spell I've never done before. That,
With a
no.
lightning bolt?
No,
Is it greater magic missile?
no. It's called Apsu's Shining Scales.
Oh, snap.
So you envelop your body with silver radiance that manifests as scales surrounding your body, granting you a +5 armor bonus to your AC and causing your natural attacks and unarmed strikes to bypass damage reduction as if they were good and silver weapons. The important part is whenever you attack with a breath weapon, including effects that are similar to a dragon's breath weapon, such as Elixir of Dragon Breath or Dragon's Breath spell, you can discharge the Apsu's Shining Scales spell as a swift action in order to infuse your breath with silver light, causing any evil creature caught in the area of the breath to take a -4 on its reflex save and to lose the benefits of the evasion ability against that breath weapon attack. Evil creatures with improved evasion are instead treated as if they had only evasion when attempting to save against this breath weapon attack.
That is such a wildly specific spell
Yeah.
for this situation. All right, after Kieran, it comes to Oran. Oran, you've got an unconscious guy 70 feet up, and you've got a barely conscious guy right next to you. Who do you want to die?
Okay, so here's to be a little cheesy.
A little bit of cheese.
A little bit of cheese. Technically, I'm 32 feet tall. At this
I'm
juncture.
sorry, what?
Yeah,
You're not 32 feet tall.
a huge earth elemental is 32 feet in height.
Oh, you're huge size. Let me change.
I'm
your size.
huge.
I had you as large. Okay,
It's
there you go.
32 feet in height
There you
is
go.
what it said.
32
so,
feet long.
Whatever it said height.
I see 32 feet long.
Well, what? Okay, but like long. What? Like how
I
else
don't know
would
why
that
it says
work?
long. I didn't write that.
Like how else would that work? Like I'm 32 feet wide. Like
No, it's not like a worm. You've got to crawl perpendicular. Now, your length doesn't affect anything. Your width
Well, it's
is
just
actually
because
how tall you are.
if you look at the creature sizes chart, it actually gives different things, like huge in parentheses tall, and then huge in parentheses long. And then in the other column, it says typical height/length.
Oh, so then that would be like a worm, is long, as opposed to tall.
And like, I don't know why they say it's long.
It means you crawl on the ground like a worm.
Even still, I'm curious what his justification was, because even with 15-foot reach,
oh, I wasn't gonna try and attack her or anything. I was gonna do a channel, and I wanted to see if I could reach Jessup or not.
30 foot. If you
Correct.
argue the 30
Correct.
30 to
If
30
I'm
is
32
60.
feet height, then I'm 60 feet. Then I could delay until Jessup falls a little bit, and then I could use it.
Here's
Could
the
you
problem.
use
Jessup's
your-
not gonna.
yeah, he's not going to fall immediately.
Oh, he maintains his entire height the entire time. I thought he would
He's
like
wrapped in
slowly.
yeah,
vines.
once he's unvined.
Oh,
However, I will point out, I believe you can use, or can you not use the malleable symbol, because it's, would that have
I mean,
been absorbed into you?
I mean, I could, but like, well, no, because it would have been absorbed into me.
Yeah.
So no,
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to use it. No. So I was just trying to get like a 30
But
foot
like,
burst.
I would allow you to ready an action so that when he falls, you can channel in mid-fall and catch him before he hits the ground.
How do I know when he's gonna fall, or do I have no idea when he's gonna fall?
You don't. Technically, you don't know how long the entangle is. But like, if you delay, he'll hit the ground, then your channel will go off. If the ground damage kills him, nothing happens.
Nothing happens, right?
Or my corpse falls ever so slowly with my
You
ring of
could
feather
ready
fall.
and shout that Gideon should spend one of his attacks to hit some vines.
Because I can also feather fall him too, can I? Or is he not considered a creature anymore?
No, it's fine. He doesn't tell
I
us
have-
otherwise.
I have ring of feather fall on. By the way.
Oh, okay. Well then, moot point.
Yeah, just before Jessup went unconscious, he's like, I have a ring of featherfall.
I was going to know this thing about me I've never told you before.
Okay,
What are you talking about? I've used that multiple times.
Yeah, he
we
probably has.
have been traveling together for weeks. I think we know
I just
the
want
ins
you
and
to
outs
know.
of every.
I won't die if I fall.
It's like, what else do we talk about around the campfire other than like, hey, look at this ring I have, guys. Just in
The
case.
graces of Milani and Iomade, how
Oh my
the
gosh,
gods
Kieran would walk
actively
away.
work. Sorry.
So, Oran, you would then know that he's not going to die from fall damage, but she might just kill him.
Right. So I would just ready an. Oh my goodness. Okay.
She hasn't already.
I will ready an action to use a channel if Jessup comes within range, but if he doesn't, then I will do it before Kieran's next turn.
That's
All right.
not how ready works, but it's close enough.
Oh, can you not put that many qualifiers on it?
Technically not, but that's stupid in my opinion.
I'm going to write a 5-step nested if-else statement for my ready
Yeah.
action.
I was gonna say I don't see the problem.
After Oran, it does come to Gideon.
Full round attack, baby. We go 5 foot step. We gotta try to get it.
Okay.
Get it to it. I'm assuming I don't get flanking, even if I could, because he's unconscious.
Well, I don't have a weapon out anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't have a weapon out. He's unconscious. Yeah.
Right. So you think that those things work against me in this scenario?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll just try to kill him.
Cool.
Her.
Yeah, her.
Full round attack.
34 misses, 23 natural 1 misses, 32 misses.
Yeah, but I was just joking. From like the
Oh, that's right. You don't have haste. Haha. Sucks to be you.
Nope.
Kieran has haste.
How does my first attack? What did I roll?
You roll a 7.
Oh, okay. So,
All right. That'll bring us to Arlantia's turn. The entangle will dissipate. Jessup begins falling, and then his ring of feather fall kicks in, and he descends 60 feet safely, which essentially puts him on the ground at that point.
So would my channel go off?
Yes, your ready to action would go off. Let me move you in initiative order. Be right before Arlantia.
So Kieran and Jessup should get that.
Yeah, Kieran Jessup gets 34 back. All right, Arlantia will continue her turn. Technically, spiritual weapon is still attacking Jessup. She
Chasing
can't
him.
afford to spend the action to change the target, so it's just happening. Natural 4 is going to miss with a 25. Natural 9 is going to miss with a 25.
against his unconscious.
He's not unconscious anymore. And then a 15 will miss. Okay, all bad rolls, so we're good. But Arlantia will full attack Gideon. First attack against Gideon. Ooh, that's awful. 31 misses. I assume 31 misses.
Yeah.
Okay. Second attack, much better. That is a 40 to hit.
Hits.
Third attack is a 39 to hit. Ooh.
Hit.
And it's a tentative critical threat. So to confirm is a miss with a 33 to confirm. So we have 2 hits, and then the final iterative is a 31, which misses. So just 2 hits. So you are good, yes?
He is.
All right, so you will take 20 and then 23. So your DR will reduce that to 10 and 13. And then give me a fortitude save. She'll try. She'll use her other action. Okay, so you're not nauseated, but for the next 2 rounds, you are entangled by her scimitar as an immediate action. And that'll be her turn for now. Moving on to Jessup, you are conscious and basically at the floor now.
I guess Jessup will kind of get up, look around. I guess move action, stand up, and he will look for his bow. I don't know. I'm assuming that when he went unconscious, he would have dropped it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that would probably be... It would probably fall on... Let me roll 1d8 here. 1 will be just north of you. So 3, so 1, 2, 3. So it's in this square. So it's still adjacent to you there.
Okay. So I'll just move action, stand up, move action, pick up, and I guess... And I'm 70 feet away from Gideon. I will start... I'll just start another performance. I guess it really doesn't matter what it is. I'll just do Inspire Heroics on Kieran.
Okay.
Sure. Here you go, Kieran.
Yay,
You're a
thank
hero.
you.
top of round 25. Kieran, it's your turn.
Okay, I will. Oh, goodness. No matter what I do, if I hit her, I'm just going to get ganked with acid. Unless
What?
I will cast resist energy acid on myself.
Gasp.
So now I have acid resistance 30,
Nice.
which if I fail that reflex save, which I'm likely to do, it's still probably going to get over that, but I'll just deal with it when the time comes. So then I will fly up. There's so much going on here. I don't know where everybody is. I don't even know if I can get to her without flying all the way around all these things.
I mean, you could be within melee reach just below her.
I don't want to be in melee reach,
Oh,
but I want to
okay,
be
never
like
mind.
5 feet away from melee reach.
So yeah, you could
like,
move to be in the square right under the wind elemental, air elemental.
like
basically.
here. I'll just be
Oh
here,
yeah, you could go there too. That's fine.
but not behind Oran. There you go. Okay, yeah, that's where
All
I'll
right, Gideon, it's your turn. You are entangled and you've been stricken.
Okay. Do I have to fly chuck while entangled?
No, because she's basically holding you aloft with her vines.
Alright, she may continue to hold me aloft while I continue to hit her with Enduring Bloom.
All right, so a 30 will miss, a 33 will miss, a 35 hits because it's a natural 20, but the 17 does not confirm.
I rolled a 3.
Yep, you rolled a 5, 13, 20, and then a 2 to confirm. So that's 19. All right, and it looks like Enduring Bloom does piercing damage. So go ahead and give me a reflex save there, Gideon.
Thought he was going to be like, it looks like it heals her because it's part plant.
Yep. Oh, natural 1. That will do it. So as Enduring Bloom hits her and pierces her skin, the blood bursts out in your direction in a 10-foot line, hitting you. You fail the save, taking 46 points of acid damage. I think you have some sort of acid
I
resistance.
have a ring of acid resist.
Minor acid resist?
10.
Yeah, so you take 36 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And that is a full attack. Moving on to Oran.
So Kieran's not within 30 feet of Oran anymore, correct?
So if Arlantia's 70 feet up and Kieran is 5 feet away from being in melee of her, he's probably 60 feet up. So he's 60 feet in the air from the ground.
I'm 32 feet tall.
For what purposes are you?
Another channel.
I will say...
I guess, am I 32 feet tall? Did we determine that, yes or no? I don't care either way.
It says 32 feet long, but what I will say is since the bottom right image shows that it kind of... The side goes upwards a bit because it's a slanted slope, a sloped slant. If you move, like spend a move action to get over here, I'll treat it as like you getting some height, and I'll allow a channel to hit Jessup and Kieran.
Move over here, you mean?
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, and you can exclude her, so yeah, that's fine. Actually, it wouldn't be high enough to hit her, Gideon, anyways, and
Right.
but you could get Jessup and Kieran.
6. And where does it say long? I can't find anywhere that says that.
I just Googled.
Because I went to Archives of Nethys, and I went to huge Earth Elemental, and it's got a little table that says height 32 feet. It doesn't say length, it says height on Archives.
Yeah, I just Googled it and went to the D20 site, and it says in the flavor text of it, it is 32 feet long.
Oh, I was going by the little table, because it says I'm 48,000 pounds and 32 feet high.
It does say height.
Yeah, it does. On the Earth Elemental page.
Yeah, I don't know why it says long there. Oh,
And when he's laying down, he's 32 feet long.
yeah.
Well, it just,
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to know, because, am I a worm? How does that work?
It's supposed to be for creatures that are worm-like, such that they can
Yeah.
still be very long, but
So
not
yeah, I
tall.
don't know why the other place has long. It doesn't really matter. I think you would still have to get some height because the emanation would be from the center of gravity, not from the tip.
Not from the tip
your
of my
head.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah, if you move there, I'll allow a channel to hit at least those two who are
Okay.
lower down.
27 points.
All right.
And nuts.
Yeah, the air elemental still does not hit with a 29.
I'll get that one day.
That brings us back to Arlantia. Arlantia she'll do another full attack. She's pretty happy with her caustic blood. It's doing pretty decent. So she'll first attack against Gideon. A natural 15 for a 43.
Yeah,
Tentative
bud.
crit. A 40 even to confirm.
You gotta roll a D-hundo,
A 4.
so it doesn't crit.
Correct. Unless your fortification was 1 to 3. 3%.
I wouldn't pay any money for an item like that. There's no amount of money.
Right?
You'd have to give that to me for free.
Gave me an item, I still wouldn't even bother. I'd be like, nah.
Second attack is a 46 tentative crit to confirm. Natural 19. Let me roll another D100
Okay.
for you. 76 that time.
All right. Death before dishonor. I will buffer and cap it.
Okay, so once per day, when struck with a critical hit, you immediate action convert the bonus to non-lethal. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. So we have 1 hit, 1 crit, half of which is non-lethal. Third attack is a 33. Does that miss?
A misses.
Okay. Final attack is natural 1. So the final attack definitely does not hit. So we'll roll the normal damage for the first one that was a successful hit. So you take 22, so your DR will reduce that to 12 damage.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to roll normal damage, and I'm just going to roll it again. So the second set of rolling will be the actual critical part. So you take another 13 points of damage, and then the critical portion of that would be the 1d6 plus 11. 13 non-lethal on top of that.
Yeah, I think that's in there, right? I have the non-lethal as positive number on the character sheet. I think that's how it should be.
Yeah, you count
Not
up.
negative. Yeah, you count up, so.
So that's Arlantia's turn. That moves us back to Jessup.
Jessup.
All right, guess Jessup's going to 5-foot fly up, and because she's still 70 feet, correct, Jason?
That is correct.
All right, so I think short bows, the range increment is 60 feet. All right, I guess Jessup will fly up like 10 feet at an angle, so it'll be within 60 just to take 1 pop shot.
Sure.
So I will arcane strike, and then I guess I'll take 1 shot. 31. I
will
shoot. I missed Gideon too. Darn.
All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. Top of round 26. This will probably be the final round because we're coming up on 10 o'clock already.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Kieran, it's your turn.
The fight that will never ever cease. All right.
Yeah. Imagine if she had another heal spell.
I know. I already imagined it.
I gave you guys a boon there.
All right. My first attack is a 33. My hasted
miss.
attack is a 24, 28.
Yes.
First claw, 35, 39.
That will hit. Give me a reflex save.
Okay. 33.
That will pass. So you take half this damage.
Okay.
28, which is nothing with the 30
Oh, that's right.
acid resistance.
Yeah, give myself that back. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Second claw attack is a 37, but I hit, so it is just a
Which will
37.
miss. Yes.
First wing is a 23. Second wing is a 30. So 1 claw
So 1 hit.
hits. And that does 20 damage. And
All right.
that's my turn.
Okay.
Actually, why not?
Gideon.
I'm gonna do a quicken.
Uh,
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, because she's
Okay.
got resistance. Never mind. I don't have any cantrips that are fire spells, so that's it. I'm done.
You're gonna waste a 4th level spell to cast a cantrip?
I am desperate. I can't do anything else. I've got 6 slots I can't use, so
6 4th level spell. You don't have anything good for 4th level?
I have Calcific Touch, Dimension Door, Dragon's Breath, 4 Acid, and Fear. So yeah, useless.
Yeah,
all of
that's
them.
Unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Gideon, it is your turn. The caustic blood is evaporating your metal armor. Give me another reflex save. 11. Sadly, you will still take the extra 31 points of acid damage, reduced by 10, so 21 points of acid damage. And your armor's been eaten away, so you have no armor bonus. That's just a fun little bonus I threw into that spell.
Is that a real bonus?
Nope,
Or like
it's
a
just
Jason
made up
likes
because I thought it sounded funny.
Yeah, it's real funny. Good joke. Like the joke. Love the joke, actually. Big fan.
You're still entangled for this round. This is 2 rounds. So no running away.
To cast defensively is 15 plus double the spell level.
That is correct.
For a cure critical, which will do what? Make me live a little while longer.
However, casting while entangled is another DC, so
Death before dishonor. What's the case for casting while...
Casting while entangled is 15 plus the spell level. Well, thanks. If only this effect had a spell level. Well, actually, what's the item spell level? That's true. Okay, so I have the DC for that.
We will full round attack.
Okay. He's gunning for it. 35 will miss. 29 will miss. 20 will miss.
This is our life now.
It's
We
how
live
it
here
is.
now.
Oran, you are up. Oh, so close. Natural 19 for the air elemental. It almost got it.
Okay.
Just cast a destruction spell.
I don't have any of those. I got like nothing left. I'll
Just pick up Jessup and hold him up in the air so he can shoot. You'll be my mobile platform.
Yes, I pick up Jessup and hold him aloft so that he's within 30 feet.
Jessup has a tower.
Yeah, that'll be about it, bud.
Okay.
That's about. I'm out of resources for the most part. I have 1 channel left.
Right. Okay, that'll bring us back to Arlantia. She'll continue her assault on Gideon. She wants to put another one of you down. She kind of laughs out to herself a little bit, and she says, "Oh, you are such persistent flies. You'll make wonderful pawns for our prince." And she will miss with the first attack. Bad roll. Second attack is a 37. I think that just misses. Unless Entangled lowered your AC at all.
I have the entangled condition checked, so it should have factored in.
Okay. Does it change when you turn it on and off?
No, it doesn't, and that's because I only get a maximum dex bonus of 1
Right.
anyway.
Okay. So that one just misses. Third attack, natural 15 for a 38 potential critical threat.
38 is exactly my
Okay.
AC.
To confirm, does not confirm with a natural 1. Last iterative, I don't think that's going to hit. Nope, 31. So 31 will miss. So just 1 normal average hit here.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing 22, so 12 points of damage with the DR taken off. As she smiles and she seems delighted at the prospect of having 4 supremely hardy toys. At the bottom of the round, we will do Jessup. Kick us off with a bang, Jessup.
No longer entangled.
That's correct. At the top of her turn, you're no longer entangled. Also, real quick, Jessup, I forgot the spiritual weapon again. Just roll some attacks against you. It's a 33.
Yes.
A 24 misses, I think.
Yes.
A natural 1 misses. So 1 hit against you, and you will take 12 damage, and that bypasses DR. So 12 damage, and carry on with your turn.
Rude. Okay. I guess I'll just take quite a few shots.
Go for it.
Hope for the best.
Shot.
Take 4 of them. So arcane strikey. I'm probably arcane strike. I'm gonna keep my thing up on Kieran here. Check off a doodad or 2. Ha! Oh.
30 will miss. 32 will miss. 22 will miss. 35 will miss.
I'm really good at this game.
Beautiful.
And we will leave off this turn, this session at the start of round 27.
Wow.
As I believe the battle is nearing the end game. Spells have more or less been used. Every combatant is resorting to melee, and it is a mad dash to the finish here.
Could you bring her a little closer?
We'll see everybody next week. Have a good night.